to the AFC East Roundtable. Um, Before we get started, I have a message that I need to recite. Ladies and gentlemen, I have finally seen the light. Tua Tungo is definitely better than Josh Allen. As a matter of fact, Josh Allen is just pure trash. TD is always right and owns me in every debate. Let's go, Dolphins. Sorry for ever doubting you guys. Fins up. Okay? It's going to be the most clipped thing on the. Dude.
Dan.
Dude. Oh, no, man. I know. Welcome to the AFC East Roundtable, everybody. Dolphins fans, I hope you got some satisfaction out of that. I am still absolutely hurt right now for having to say that live. Bills fans, please forgive me, but I mean, I honor my bets, man. Listen, I honor my bets. TD right now is currently going through a hurricane right now, so definitely prayers up to this guy. So I'm not even sure if he's going to be joining us.
Yeah, unfortunately, TD will not be making it because the hurricane. He's in Tampa area. So
you thought I was gonna miss this? You thought I was gonna miss this, baby?
Oh no!
I knew you were coming in.
Y'all done lost your mind, baby. I figured out some power, baby. Now, if I disappear during the stream, you know why. But I'm up and running, baby. Let's go.
Oh man! Okay,
what an intro that was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, once again, welcome to yet another edition of the AFC's Roundtable. We had a damn week of football, that is for sure. I'm still recovering, but very exciting episode today. As a matter of fact, great show lined up for everybody. Right, as you guys know, my name is Dan Mitchell. I cover the Buffalo Bills for the AFC's Roundtable, and we're just going to go around the table real fast right before we hop into the nitty-gritty. Starting off with my guy, Richie. What's good?
What's good, guys? You know the vibes. It's Richie from Jets Media. The Jets season officially begins this Sunday because we got Zachy Boy Wilson returning to action. The Jets did not get the job done against the Bengals. I'm aware of that. But goodbye, Joe Flacco. Hopefully, we never see you on the field again. Thank you for pulling off a miracle win against the Browns, and we're 1-2 with Zach Wilson coming back. So Jets season starts now.
It's the MILF Hunter.
The MILF Hunter is
back. Tyson, what up, bro?
Richie, play my videos, bro. That's how I feel.
Oh, dude. Holy hell.
All I got to say is that's all I got to say.
All y'all just down bad, man. Wait, I just realized none of y'all won?
None of us won, no. No, sir.
Oh, my condolences, gentlemen. My condolences. Sorry.
What's going on, TD? Let's hear it, man. Let's hear it. So we're in for a long night.
Yeah, we are, Dan. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm so excited. There's so much I have to say, and I really I'm fighting it back. I'm trying to save it for later in the show. But man, I gotta tell you, man, we're going to the Super Bowl, man. We're going to the Super Bowl. We got a lot to talk about in this show. Ladies and gentlemen, let me be clear about one thing. Dan already honored one part of his bet. He read the script. He read the script like a man, but truth be told, he meant every word of it, just so y'all know. Also, as far as wearing the Dolphin shirt or jersey, that is supposed to happen the week of the next game that we play them. So in about 10 weeks, that's when he'll actually be wearing it. That's what our bet was. And also, it's going to be on the round table as well, where he'll be wearing it. All right. So I know a lot of people, me and him, we got to also, because we got, sponsors and different things like that, we got to do what's best for the channel and everything. It will be on the round table that he's wearing the shirt and the hat as well. We're going to throw that in as well.
Oh, the hat too?
We're going to throw it in. Why not, Dan? Why not?
Why not?
I mean, low key, you already told me you're a Dolphin fan now. So, they broke your heart that much, man. But we got a lot to talk about, Hey, but we got a problem. Who's running the backstage?
I am.
That just so
See,
happens to be
Richie, I refuse to be disrespected this week. The leaders in the AFC, thank you. No. I want to be over there too. I want to be in the top right.
Dan
I want to
hosting today.
Hey, Richie.
He can go.
Richie, number one in the
All right.
AFC.
Okay.
The top dogs belong in the top spot. I'm just saying. I know you ain't used to that, Richie, but it's okay. It's all right, bro.
We're coming.
And so, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we are going to get right until that awful Sunday, which occurred, especially for Bills Mafia. But first off, we actually need to really figure out whose stock went up and whose stock went down. And that just so happens to be a great segue into one of our sponsors today. And that just so happens to be Mojo. And we're going to pass this along to Richie.
Oh, yeah, guys. So as you're aware, there's a brand new app called Mojo, and shout out to MB for the $5 donation. He says Dolphins fans were storming the field and crying after finally beating the Bills' backups in 4 years. So some shade being thrown to the Miami Dolphins. To the Miami Dolphins, excuse me. Shout out to the $5 donation. We appreciate you. So as you guys are aware, Mojo, if you remember last week, we got an idea of where each player for the Buffalo Bills, for the Miami Dolphins, for the New York Jets, and the New England Patriots, where they're at on the market. Mojo is a brand new app that just launched a couple weeks ago. And if you guys want to download it, it is live on Apple. And if you live in New Jersey, you can actually download it today and trade. But you can download it wherever you live. And don't worry, it will be available where you are in a matter of time. Now, if we get into all the 4 teams, these are all based on the reports from last week. So, for example, Josh Allen, he went up $5.50 in 1 week, 6.5%. So if you guys actually invested in Josh Allen last week when we were telling you to, you would be up right now. So it really is an awesome app. If you guys are into the regular stock market, Mojo is a great opportunity for you to get your money's worth in the sports stock market. For example, the New England Patriots, they did not have a good week. So if you bet on Mac Jones and Nelson Aguilar to have good weeks and you're investing in them, you lost some money. But guess what? If you shorted their stock, which is another thing you can do on Mojo, you can predict the downfall. Say we all put money on Mac Jones doing whack. Well, guess what? The injury has a lot to do with this, but you would have made a lot of money. He went down $6.50 just off of that performance and his injury on Sunday. So there's a lot of factors that goes into the values of each individual player. And the Dolphins, they had a pretty big week. They beat the rivals, the Buffalo Bills, and Tua goes up 15.91%. If you guys did download Mojo and you bought your shares of Tua Tagovailoa last week, guess what? You're pumped up right now because you are up a lot of money. Same with Jalen Waddle. He goes up 3.8%. And guess who else is trending up? You got that right. The Wilson duo, because the Wilson duo is making their debut this Sunday together. Garrett Wilson is definitely ascending as one of the league's best young receivers. And Zach Wilson, well, he hasn't touched the field yet. So if you believe that Zach Wilson is going to be making somewhat of an impact, now is the time to invest in Zach Wilson for a multitude of reasons because quarterbacks are valued the most here on Mojo. So if you think Zach is going to go out there and start slinging the rock around, you want to invest in him now, not in a couple weeks from now, because that's when his value will go up. So Dan, I'll start off with you. Your thoughts about the Buffalo Bills and Stephon Diggs. He went down 3 cents, 0.14%. That's not a big deal. But Josh Allen, he's rising. You're muted, Dan.
So, we're definitely going to get to this right as soon as when we end up getting into the game recap. But the reason that Josh Allen has risen is just because, number one, literally the entire world understood, and unfortunately I believe that our opponents have figured that out, that our offense is 100% circulating around Josh Allen. We have had a very difficult time establishing any sort of run game, but really when it comes down to it, and listen, I believe, and I'm one of the few that believe that wins are a quarterback stat. Really, they really, really are. And wins are always going to be a lot more important to me than whether or not that Josh Allen is currently leading the league in passing yards or like in this stat and this stat and this stat. Statistically, he did very well. I thought that defense really gave him a hell of an issue. But the thing is that I have a feeling that he is going to continue to rise, especially with the fact that about third, fourth quarter, right into the game against Miami, he was literally going up with a third string center. Both of our tackles were second string. We had a practice squad guy as guard. He really wasn't working with much. And then
Is it
half
true
of
that
his
Greg Van
receivers,
Roten was that center for you guys?
he was, but then he got hurt, and then our third string came up. And Van Roten, man, listen, during that Tennessee Titans game, he polished off a couple very shitty snaps, and I was like, that's going to get us in trouble. I was like, that's going to get us in trouble. And lo and behold, what happened? It got us in trouble. But I mean, really, I think that he proved a lot, like right in that game. I'm not one for moral victories because we did take the L, but what Josh Allen was able to do, literally with not a lot of damn help, especially with that offensive line, that says a lot. And I feel like that he is going to continue to rise. Stephon Diggs, exact same thing. I mean, Josh continuously looks for him, whether or not that he's being covered by like the top echelon DBs in the league. That's just the duo right there in the NFL. It really is. So I think that really going on ahead and betting for them to continue to rise through the ranks, safe bet, 1,010%.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the best, if not the best, quarterback and wide receiver duos in terms of numbers, especially fantasy football wise. So the New England Patriots, Tyson, my man, Mac Jones goes down 13.44% on the market. I know and the injury has a lot to do with this. So what's your thoughts?
I said this last week that don't buy stock in Mac Jones or Nelson Aguilar. Mac Jones obviously going down with the injury. And then Nelson Aguilar fumbling the game away when we were down 31-26, and then yeah. But no, like I said, if you like money, bro, don't even look at investing in the Patriots. I think the Patriots stock as a whole has fallen.
Or you can short them.
Far.
You make your money.
Yeah, short them. Like, I mean, I don't got nothing else to say, bro. Just get it away from me.
Coming from a Patriots fan and Tyson, he's telling you to short the stocks. So if you bet on Mac Jones and Nelson Aguilar to continue to fall, and they continue to fall, you'll win some money. Because you can also do that as well. So now the Miami Dolphins, they are rising on Mojo. I know there's a lot of Miami Dolphins fans in the chat right now. This looks pretty good for you guys. So TD, your thoughts?
Buy it all, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
buy tons of stock. Tua Tagovailoa gonna be up there in the 80s in the near future. Before the end of the season, he might be $80 a share, and that will allow you to potentially double your money. Jalen Waddle, same thing. Buy it all, ladies and gentlemen. That Buffalo Bills stock, short it because we've exposed them. Mac Jones and company, short them. We've exposed them. Jets, you're next. Exposed.
See you week 5. Now, the Jets, they're trending up. We got a young stud in Garrett Wilson who is on pace for a very good season for the New York Jets and in the NFL in general. He got banged up in the game, but he came back and showed that toughness factor that I really love in Garrett Wilson. And Garrett Wilson had 6 receptions for 60 yards. He's proven to be one of the top young receivers in the NFL. And I cannot wait to see him come with his true quarterback in Zach Wilson, because Joe Flacco, he did decent for the Jets. I mean, he's 5th in the league in passing yards. And I think a lot of that has to do with, being a pass-heavy offense because we're playing from behind all these games. But I'm really excited for the return of Zach Wilson. I know we're going to get deeper into it later on in the stream, but now is the time to really invest in Zach Wilson. Or if you think he's going to do crap, invest on his downfall so you can lose money, because he's not going down. I could tell you that. Zach Wilson is coming off the end of the season last year with his playmakers being no names. If I listed the guys that Zach Wilson was throwing the football to in week number 18 against the Buffalo Bills last year, you'd be like, who, Richie? Who are those players? That's right. They're not in the league anymore. They're practice squad guys. And Zach Wilson finished the league 5 straight weeks with no interception and was playing great. Now he has playmakers around him. So now's the time to invest in Zach Wilson. He's rising on the market right now because he's now officially the starter this Sunday. And let's hope, as a Jets fan, that he can continue to rise, because he's the only guy that can really, ignite this fan base, because he is the truth in terms of if this team is going to be anything or not. Because guess what? The quarterback position is the most important position in football, in all of sports, arguably. So these are the two guys that I'm looking forward to investing in for sure. I think Garrett Wilson will be up around $20+ a share minimum by the end of the season. And if Zach Wilson goes out there and shows minimal improvement, like Mojo, it really values quarterbacks. So if Zach Wilson goes out there, he doesn't light it up. I'm not expecting Zach to become an elite quarterback this year. But if he shows that he's a solid quarterback, he's a starter in this league, he's winning some games, he's putting up good numbers, that is going to really rise into the 40s, potentially into the 50s by the end of the season. He does not need to become this Justin Herbert type of Patrick Mahomes type of quarterback for you to make money off Zach Wilson and Mojo. If he goes out there and plays decent football like he's supposed to as a second overall pick, his value is going to rise into the 50s, potentially to the 60s, and I'm excited to see his rise on Mojo. So again, shout out to Mojo. If you guys want to download the app, it is available everywhere on Apple. Click the link down below in the description. If you're in New Jersey, you can trade right now. If you're in any other state, download the app now because it'll be available in your area pretty soon because they're really trying to get it out there. So shout out to Mojo.
Shout out to Mojo, man. Beautiful. Well, thank you for that. Honestly, I think that there's certainly a lot of potential for several players in this division, whether or not you want to bet the house or whether or not you just want to bet your life that they're going to fail, just praying on their downfall, which is, you know what? This is our next segment, and this has been one, honestly, I've been dreading for quite some time. I don't want to spend too much time on my end. I'm going to let, with TD over here to gloat, to brag, do his thing. I do have things to say, but I mean, of course, no offense, Richie and Tyson. I feel like we're going to start off with you guys since I think we have a pretty good idea of who who the audience wants to hear. We'll start off with Tyson. What's going on, man? Let's talk about that game. Terrible injury for Mac Jones. Terrible injury. Like, I felt it.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that in a second. I want to talk about the game first. I don't even know where to start. As far as the game goes, man, Mac Jones. I'm getting to the injury in a second, but Mac Jones, like I said, the problem with our offense is we move the ball, but we can't score in the red zone. Devontae Parker had probably the best game I've ever seen him. Like, he looked like he was really coming into his own with the offense. The problem is the defense couldn't stop Lamar Jackson. We gave up way too many yards. Trash defense, linebacker slow. The same problems, issues that we had last year. Pretty much was on front show during the game. But the problem is with the offense is, Mac Jones did not play well. The problem is with Mac Jones is he has no confidence in the play call. And there was a play call where he literally yelled, it's at Devontae Parker because it was a cover 4. And he just looks frustrated. He looked frustrated. He has no protection. Nelson, it seems like it happened in week 1 too, where we have a chance to win, but something happens, a turnover. This is not a well-coached team. They're putting bums like little Jordan Humphrey instead of Kendrick Bourne in the game. And the stuff that they're trying to do worked when we had Tom Brady, but it doesn't work when you have a quarterback trying to learn a new system. As far as the injury goes, well, the season's over, by the way. As far as the injury goes, I'm just livid at Belichick because the game was virtually over at that point. We were down by 10, I think. And Mac Jones on the final play of the game, by the way, obviously throws a pick that was horrendous. But he pretty much, I guess it was a strain on his ankle, a high ankle sprain. It looked like as soon as I saw it, I thought his season was over with. Obviously he went to the locker room screaming in pain. Turns out that he's most likely going to be gone probably 6 to 8 weeks, in my opinion. Now, this is where we get into what I really wanted to talk about. We know the Patriots suck. We know our season's over with. But this is where this franchise is completely going to fall flat on its face when it comes to Belichick, is the fact that now there's a discrepancy, right? You got Mac Jones saying that he needs a second opinion. He doesn't trust the Patriots medical staff, which is the same thing that happened with Garoppolo, where he didn't want to get rushed back. Now, the Patriots fan that I am, thought Garoppolo was just being a little bitch. come to find out that he did have concerns about going out there. And now there's reports saying that Mac Jones doesn't trust the play calling. He doesn't trust Belichick. He's mocking Belichick at the press conference, that he wants to leave. He wants to go. There's a report out there that he wants to leave and go to New Orleans or Pittsburgh, that he's completely fallen out with the play calling of why is Matt Patricia calling plays when he knows nothing about the offense. The players are starting to lose trust in Belichick. There's a mutiny going on in the locker room. He's nothing without Brady, man. He's nothing because he thinks that we can play 1989 offensive football in an age where you need a Josh Allen, a Mahomes, a franchise quarterback. If you're going to try to hide the poor drafting, the poor spending in free agency, you can't play football like that anymore. And I think the game has passed Belichick. The game has passed Belichick. It happens to all the greats. It happened to Shula. It happened to what's his name from the 49ers, Bill Walsh. It happens to all the greats, man. There's no shame in it. But he is completely so arrogant and cocky where he's going to trot freaking Brian Hoyer, who's one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen play. And he's not even going to give Zappy a chance, who, by the way, sucks as well, instead of going out there and getting a Gardner Minshew to try to Band-Aid our season until Mac Jones, if he comes back. In my opinion, I think Mac Jones should be sitting out for the rest of the season. If I was Mac Jones, I wouldn't play another snap for the New England Patriots. They have treated him like absolute dog shit. They haven't gotten the weapons around him. They screwed up the offensive line. They screwed up the draft. They screwed up the free agency. Kenneth Bourne continues to be in the doghouse. You trotting out little bums like little Jordan Humphrey out there that, because he can pass block, let's put him out there. Let's leave our skill position players on the bench while they rot. It's disgusting. Belichick's going to get his comeuppance. In my opinion, if the Patriots don't win a playoff game this season, well, they're not. But even if they don't make the playoffs, if we're sitting up here at 5-6 wins, I want Belichick fired. I want Patricia gone, and we need to find somebody else from the outside. I'll even be content with bringing in Josh McDaniels as an offensive coordinator after he gets fired, but not as a head coach. But it's obvious now to me, and I've even said this when Brady won a Super Bowl. People say that this is now just coming to my realization it's not the truth. I've said this 2 years ago, that Belichick was able to hide his deficiencies as a GM, his deficiencies as a coach, and he was able to do that because Tom Brady was at the helm. That's why you seen Tom Brady making water out of bums like who Julian Edelman should have never been in the NFL to begin with. You know what I'm saying? He's making no names out of names. He's doing it in Tampa Bay. And Belichick was able to put a trash roster around him, just like 2012 when he sent that trash defense to the Super Bowl. It was all Tom Brady. Belichick does have his ups, right? He did those early 2000 years. I give more credit to Belichick but here's the thing, right? The rosters from the early 2000s, people don't understand this, were all Parcells players. Vinatieri was drafted by Parcells. Bruschi was drafted by Parcells. Willie McGinnis was drafted by Parcells. Troy Brown, all those players that Belichick is taking credit for in the early 2000s, building that dynasty, those were all Bill Parcells players, right? I do give him credit for building the roster in the later 2000s, right? But at the end of the day, why did Brady leave? Because number one, Belichick's a piece of shit, right? And you see his press conference too. Like he's sitting up there just, every question, anything you can answer the simplest question. We're on to this, we're on to that, or we'll already addressed that. And he'll get a little attitude. See, Belichick was able to get away with that crap when he was winning because the press people that covered the team couldn't really say shit to him, right? Because he was winning Super Bowls. But now that the tables have turned and people are questioning him, that's why Mac Jones, if you watch his last press conference when he was asked about the injury, the Patriots went to Mac Jones and said, you're not going to speak on the press conference after the game. You're going to wait till tomorrow and address it. You're going to say what we want you to say. And what did Mac Jones do? He's like, fine, I'll do that. And I'm going to mock the hell out of Belichick. Anytime they ask Mac Jones a question about his injury, where I'm just going day to day, you can talk to the coach about that. How are you feeling today, Mac? I'm just going day to day. You can talk to Belichick about that. I'm disgusted right now. This is disgusting. And Belichick has pulled the wool over a lot of these delusional Patriots fans' eyes. I'm sorry I've been going on a long time, man, but I just had to say this. Mac Jones deserves better. And I got nothing else to say, bro. Just y'all can say what y'all want, man.
This is therapy. The AFC East Roundtable is therapy. So everything you
Therapy.
said, totally okay. No need to apologize.
And I'm the therapist.
Oh God. All right, perfect. Well, I mean, we've certainly heard about that from out in Patriots land. Sounds like Tyson's not too happy with Belichick and where the organization is going. Who knows? I saw an article actually, and so the other day, Tyson, I saw should there be a reunion with Cam Newton? And I mean, honestly,
I will listen.
Hey,
listen. I burned my Cam Newton jersey for a reason. I swear to God, we're not bringing Cam Newton back. Listen, and the reason why I think nobody's touching Cam Newton is because his comments in the offseason about women. That's the number one. That's another reason why he's not coming back. But no, hell no. I'd rather try Brian Hoyer out there than Cam Newton. Cam Newton's horrendous, bro. No.
Interesting. Richie, what's going on with that one, man? I was rooting for you guys. I thought you pull it off.
Yeah, man. Listen, disappointing game. I don't think this guy is falling for the Jets, even though it really is frustrating that there are some things that is obvious that is stemming to the coaching staff for the reasons of their mishaps. The secondary, for example, for the Jets, so talented. The Jets are the three corners that they have: Sauce, DJ Reed, and Michael Carter II, graded as the best trio in the NFL. But there's way too much miscommunication happening. And I don't think that's because of the corners. That's the safeties. And the safeties are trash for this Jets team. Whitehead and Joyner are really bad. So there's miscommunications happening in the secondary. The defensive line is not getting to Joe Burrow as much as I'd like. And this defense just basically started off so bad to the point where the Bengals gets on the board right out of the gate, 7-0 Bengals. And that sets this offense back to trying to fight from behind. And the defense gets going way too late. The defense was struggling in the first quarter, and they were actually playing really great football for the rest of the game. The scoreboard might not look like that, but I watched the all-22 film today, and my biggest takeaway is the defense started off slow, and that has to be fixed. They cannot go out there and get just destroyed and give up explosive plays after explosive plays and the boneheaded penalties. But they got there. They started playing really good New York Jets, Robert Saleh defensive football that I'm grown accustomed to, and gave this offense so many opportunities to come back. It was a 2-score game in that second half throughout the entirety of the game. We stopped them on fourth down. They they kept punting us the ball. And the simple thing is, Joe Flacco on this offense, the offensive line now has an issue, guys. We have a big-time left tackle issue. We have 3 offensive tackles on the IR. It started with Mekhi Becton, out for the season. We signed his replacement in Dwayne Brown. Dwayne Brown, IR, with a shoulder injury. George Fant, who was the spectacular left tackle for the Jets last year, he is now on the IR. So now the Jets are going to trot out there Connor McDermott at left tackle, who is trash. Good news about the offensive line. At right tackle, we have a 4th-round rookie who was not supposed to play this year. He was supposed to be a project for long term. He's been playing at right tackle, and he looks better than Ikem Ekwonu and Evan Neal, who were drafted in the first round. So we do have a stud at right tackle, Max Mitchell. But it does scare me that Zach Wilson's returning without a left tackle. We're down to our 4th-string offensive lineman. So that is a big issue because Joe Flacco is a statue in the pocket, and he simply cannot do anything when there's pressure. And I was on this roundtable talking to you guys saying that if you protect for Joe Flacco, he can do some good things. He can sling the ball around. But right when he gets a little sliver of pressure, we're talking about statue Joe Flacco here. He can't do much with his legs. He sits there. He takes the hit. He has no pocket awareness. He cannot step up in the pocket. He can do nothing. I mean, you see these veteran quarterbacks at his age that at least that can move around in the pocket, but it feels so good that we're not going to see Joe Flacco again, hopefully for the rest of the season, because that means Zach Wilson is healthy for the rest of the year. But, that game against the Bengals, it should have been way more competitive. The biggest issue is we could not capitalize and score touchdowns. And we had 12 points. All of them were field goals. We were moving the ball. Garrett Wilson was doing really good. Breece Hall had his most impactful game, especially in the passing game. We look good offensively. Tyler Conklin, who is the 3rd best tight end in fantasy football right now, he's eating right now. So we have a true tight end, one of the best tight ends this Jets team has had statistically in so damn long. So we were moving the ball. That wasn't the problem offensively. We just couldn't capitalize and score touchdowns. And I think a big reason for that was the lackluster of the offensive line. and the boneheaded mistakes. We had a crucial penalty in the fourth quarter. We're down by 15 points with 13 minutes left in the fourth. We have the ball in the red zone. It's going to be 3rd and 6 at the 10-yard line. Instead, it turns into 3rd and 21 because Corey Davis has a boneheaded, and I mean a boneheaded penalty where he just grabs the face mask of a Bengals player for no goddamn reason, and that forced the Jets to go back into 3rd and 21. So for whatever reason, the veterans on this Jets team are shooting themselves in the foot. They're the reasons why we're not playing good football. It's not the rookies. It's not the year 2 players, because guess what? Sauce Gardner, he locked down Jamar Chase. 8 passing coverages with Sauce Gardner guarding him. 1 target, absolutely clamped him up on there. He was inside of Jamar Chase's head. So to have Sauce Gardner living up to that 4th overall pick is music to my ears. To have DJ Reed being probably the best free agent acquisition this season for the Jets is really awesome to have those 2 bona fide cornerbacks that are studs. Quinnen Williams is doing his job up the middle. He had a sack. He was absolutely living on the sidelines because he's pissed off at the coaching staff for blitzing. He wants them to stick to the scheme. So basically, there's a lot that needs to get worked on with this Jets team. I would like to see a little more accountability with the coaching staff. That's my biggest gripe right now with Saleh. It feels like he's a little too nice for me. So I'd like to see him hold his players accountable. And now it's a different season. It's a different season for the Jets because now we can fully see the potential of this franchise when Zach Wilson returns against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it was really a lot to ask the Jets to beat the 0-2 Bengals, who was desperate for a victory, who, by the way, went to the Super Bowl last year. So I know that the Bengals started off slow and they lost to Cooper Rush and they lost to Mitch Trubisky. And, the Jets could definitely get a dub. But I told Jets fans before the game, if we lose this game, it is not the end of the world. The sky is not falling. We still need to see Zach Wilson return before we really give this team a big evaluation. So 1-2, getting a W with Joe Flacco in the first 3 games. I honestly thought we were going to go 0-3 with Joe Flacco going in after seeing Zach Wilson go down. So I'm a little more positive than some Jets fans because Jets fans are in their feelings right now, and I understand because they've grown accustomed to losing and they feel like the same old Jets again. But I really feel like Zach Wilson's going to make a big difference, and hopefully we can just stay healthy out there, and that left tackle can do something positive for this Jets team.
So I still believe in the Jets. And so I still believe in the Jets, surprisingly, especially week 5. I'm just kidding, TD, but not really. All right. Anyway, all right. So now we need to go on ahead and get into the game that went down on Sunday. I know that we have Rico in the room. We're going to bring him in after I say my piece.
Oh, TD,
of course, we're going to let TD into. Yeah. And so then afterwards, we're going to go on ahead and then we're going to let TD sort of say his piece. But right before I dive into the game, there are a few bones I need to pick with everybody. Number 1, okay, currently we have 909 people watching this stream and only 430 like buttons have been smashed. Okay, so I'm going to need each and every single one of you to hit that like button, or otherwise the Dolphins are going to lose each and every single game for the rest of the season, and the Bills are going to win the division again for Dolphins fans. And then Bills fans, if you don't smash that like button, then the Dolphins will win. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock that out real fast. Smash that like button like it owes you money. Second announcement, last segment of the show, as I'm sure several of you are super excited about this. We actually host a Q&A where our Patreon contributors can come on here, they talk shit, they can ask us a question, and then it is a super cool segment, and then it's only for our Patreon contributors. That link is actually pinned right in the chat. I do want to give a shout out to our most recent Patreon contributors. That is a Jacob Mullins. We have Ezra Hicks, who gave us $50. Super excited about the Dolphins win, apparently. And then we have Patriot Media that came in for $10. And then we have G Money that came in for $10 as well. So say that you want to support this channel a little beyond smashing the like button, then definitely check out Patreon. And then you'll have an opportunity to come on the show and then ask some questions. All right, Richie, full screen my ass. And so with y'all on the side as well, because I want to talk to TD and the rest of the Dolphins fans in the chat real fast. Okay. So I'm going to keep this short. Okay. And one thing that I want to remind each and every single Dolphins fan that's watching this, that's been jacking off to the highlights for the past 2 or 3 nights. Okay. You didn't beat the Buffalo Bills. You escaped the Buffalo Bills. Your win on Sunday is what I would like to compare you sucker punching the heavyweight champion of the world when he was in a wheelchair with 2 casts completely on his legs. Listen, I am going to give the Dolphins defense credit. I really am. Although that I do have a little bit of beef with Wilkins sexually assaulting my quarterback by grabbing his sack, like right during that one situation. He's known for that. Okay. But really when it came down to it, it was just a lack of execution. Really when it came down to it, the Dolphins just made more of the opportunities. And they executed on the opportunities that were given to them. There's several that I look back on. with the very rare throw from Josh Allen, missed a wide open Isaiah McKenzie. He hits that throw 9 times out of 10. The botch snaps from Van Roten. Me and Richie have been talking about him, that he's absolutely god-awful. At one point, we literally had a practice squad offensive line out there, but then you still have Josh Allen putting up at least 400-something yards. I don't care about stats, right? I really don't care about stats at the end of the day. All I care about is a dub. But the thing is that was a very sloppy game. I'm not going to sit here and make excuses because my team did not make excuses. We should have won that game. And it's just something that we're going to have to go on ahead and just knock out. I mean, as far as my concern level is, as far as the Bills not winning this division, right on a scale from 1 to 10, it's literally at -6. It is literally at -6. There is no doubt in my mind that this is the medicine that the Buffalo Bills needed. And then if you really think that a pissed off Josh Allen is not about to go on a damn run, then you have completely lost your mind. And also am completely excited to see how the NFL investigation goes down for that concussion or that back injury that Tua had. Biggest bullshit on the face of the planet. That man had a concussion. You wonder why he's questionable right now with his ankle back injury. Hell no. Hell no. That man is not suffering from an ankle and a back injury. He had a concussion, and I'm really, really excited to see how that all kind of plays out. But we'll see you guys in December, and let's see how you guys fare out when the heavyweight champion of the world is not in a wheelchair. Let's go. I rest my piece.
Comment on Ethan's super chat real quick.
Ethan comes in and says, escape you. You had the ball for 40 minutes. You escaped us. Absolutely not, man. Like, I mean, when it comes down into conditions like that, like throwing 90 plays, like how does that benefit a team at all? Like, how does that benefit a team whatsoever? Your defense did a great job, especially against a high school varsity offensive line. Sure, I'll give it to you. But that take completely exhausts me. Having the ball more in those conditions that we're going out there, like literally like 1 or 2 plays, you saw like 9 or 10 of our guys gasping for air at the exact same time. That didn't benefit us. Y'all's defense won you that game. And then our fuck up, really. Right at the end of the day. You escaped us. You survived us. That's all I got to say. We'll see you in December. And Joe Burrow, for the love of God, please, Joe, if you're watching this, please, go ahead.
So we're going to hear from TD, and then we got 2 guests representing the Bills and the Dolphins that is going to come on right after TD.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? What's up to all the Dolphin fans all around the world? Fins up the comment section. Let's fins up the comment section so that we can get rid of all of these trash excuses. Fins up the comment section. It's time to get started. Listen. First and foremost, I am so disappointed in Buffalo Bills fans. I am so disappointed in my brother Dan Mitchell. I never knew how big of sore losers y'all are. I thought Tyson was bad. Y'all are the worst sore losers that we never knew because y'all been doing so well. And we never knew this. Now we know how bad of sore losers y'all are. Y'all are terrible losers. But I am so shocked at all the excuses we're hearing. It is just so amazing to me. And it's embarrassing. And then Dan Mitchell has the nerve to sit here and say he starts out making 10 excuses and then ends up saying, but I'm not going to make any excuses. You can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen. You can't make it up. Listen, and the Bills fans, they're such sore losers that we got 960 people in here right now. And I'm like, man, it should have at least been over 1,000. But guess what? We got a poll up. Every week, at least 25% of the fan base is the Bills representing. You know how many are representing today? 13%. They scared to face the light. They scared to face the truth. They said, I ain't going to that round table this week because they scared to face the freaking truth, man. Y'all some sore losers, and it's time for me to get in and get on y'all. First of all, Tua's concussion, he wasn't even concussed. He had an actual back injury, okay? And the evidence is clear. Before that play, there was at the goal line on a quarterback sneak. That's where he actually hurt his back because he stumbled on that play as well coming out of the pile, and then later it re-aggravated, all right? Number two, it's funny to me that you even care about Tua not being put in the concussion protocol. Did he make you fear him that much that now you're saying, oh, it's a bunch of crap, Tua should have been in the protocol? Does he bring fear in you that much now? Yes, he does. You know why? Because he is officially the best quarterback in the AFC East. He's better than Josh Allen's trash mind. He played better than Josh Allen. He executed better than Josh Allen. And Dan Mitchell, he a better quarterback than Josh Allen. You know why? I've been telling y'all for three freaking years now. That bum, he lost the game. Josh Allen lost the game. A freaking wide open guy for 4 yards, and you throw it in the dirt. Trash. Josh Allen lost the freaking game because he is trash. He came out there, he was shook. We were laying that hammer on him all day, and we destroyed him. And y'all want to sit up here, and I got something to say to the people in the comment section, y'all Bills fans. Y'all want to sit up here all last week. TD delusional. I can't never take him serious. I can't believe he picking the Dolphins. This guy knows nothing. Oh, my gosh. They have no chance of beating the Buffalo Bills. Richie, play the clip. I tried to tell him, Richie. Play the clip, Richie. Play the clip, Richie.
This is the difference. There's two different Josh Allens. One Josh Allen, you're not containing him. 3 plays, 70-yard touchdown.
Yup.
Then you got the other Josh Allen. 13 plays, 70 yards, touchdown. It works in our favor if it's 13 plays, 70 yards, because you're not running the score up. And if it's close later, we have the advantage. We have the advantage if it's close later. Yes, we do. I can't wait for us to bring our Patreon members on, and I want to hear them apologize. And one of them told me last week, if with the Miami Dolphins beat the Buffalo Bills, I'll donate $200. I ain't seen it yet. Your talk is cheap. All this talking you do, that's all y'all Buffalo Bills fans do is talk. Let me see that 200 come across the screen. All right then. And listen, at the end of the day, I told y'all what the game plan was. I told y'all exactly how you were going to lose. All we're going to do is let Josh Allen dink and dunk all day, never give up the big play. Y'all ain't had one big play. Never give up the big play. Let him dink and dunk because now he can't run the score up. And when we close at the end of the game, we got the advantage. And more of these trash excuses. Y'all O-line was just fine when y'all started the game. Don't get mad because y'all
For a
can't
quarter. For one quarter.
And it ain't my business that your guys ain't got no endurance because they want to fake injuries because they can't breathe. Oh, I'm cramping. Oh, the sun. Oh, you take me back to Buffalo. Oh, is it not the winter yet? Oh, I can't make it. Oh, coach, I got a hamstring. No, I got a concussion. Just whatever's going to rule me out. Get me out of Miami. It's all that crybaby. Oh, my God. I ain't seen more crybaby instances on the field in my life. Every play somebody was going down. And it wasn't from an injury. It was because they couldn't breathe. They ain't got no endurance in them. Y'all are trash. Buffalo got ramsacked. We destroyed y'all, and we didn't even play our best football. Tyreek Hill didn't even play. You might well say Tyreek Hill didn't even play.
Except because he got locked down by a rookie. Hey,
guess what? If Tyreek Hill got locked down by a rookie, then what does that say about the Buffalo Bills? You lost. You lost. How about let's talk about this? Which is more important, Dan? Tyreek getting locked down by a rookie or Josh Allen not being able to put up more than 14 points? Which one is more important?
Listen, let me remind you of something. Last year we lost to the New England Patriots 9-6. The very next game, we literally beat them by like 38. That's coming to you in December.
That's your
you go on a damn winning streak.
That's your saving grace.
In fact, you know what? I really hope
Rishi,
that y'all
put
are
up my photo.
I really hope that y'all are still competitive by week 14. Exactly. Congratulations.
Hey,
Congratulations. Week 3 champions.
And
I
we
really hope that you guys
we're gonna be
win
the
out.
champions every week.
And hey, man, listen, I really hope that you guys are neck and neck with us right up until the game in Buffalo. And then, as always, we completely rip your confidence out from you and we win the division right then and there. I really hope that you guys go on a streak.
Hey, Dan Mitchell.
And we bring you back to earth.
Hey, Dan Mitchell.
I'm rooting for you guys to win out until you see us.
Hey, Dan Mitchell.
Seriously.
We don't operate off of hope. We just get the job done. We've been telling you this. We've been telling y'all days are over. Your quarterback is trash. Let's get that straight.
I think it's time for us to bring in the guests. You guys agree? We got someone representing the Bills and the Dolphins. They've been waiting patiently.
Yeah, I want to hear what Rico got to say.
So welcome in Rico and Nikki Smoke.
Rico look like a change.
Your bet, brother.
Rico look like a
word.
Rico look like a change
that
man.
Dolphins song playing, but you didn't have nothing playing. I tuned in, and the second you didn't own up to your bet, I tuned out. What's up with that?
Rico look like a change man. You been through rehab, bro?
He ain't got no hat on.
You been through rehab?
You missed the beginning. He was wearing a Dolphins hat and read a whole script.
That Josh Allen rehab, baby.
Well, listen, folks. Listen, I appreciate you guys having me on. Listen, I had to come and rep. Dan did a very good job. Dan, kudos to you, man. You did a good job. You know what I'm saying? Letting them know, like, listen, what week are we in?
Oh my!
We go into week. Listen, I didn't even begin yet. I'm just saying, what week are we in? All right, it's early. That's number one. Number two, let me give the flowers to Dolphins fans. Forget about the team. We're going to talk about the team just a little bit, right? Dolphins fans, I feel you. I feel you. Like it's like we never thought this day was going to come, and it did. And I don't know how to act. You know what I mean? You remember like when under the tree when mom and dad got you a good present and you get the present and you don't know how to act. You're running left and right. You're all over the place. This is the Dolphins fans right now. And I feel for you guys. I get it. It's exciting. It's exciting news. You have this guy over here just losing his damn mind, leaving the stadium, bumping into senior citizens, and fuck you. I get it. You guys don't know how to act. I get that. It's been a while. It's true. It's been a while. Like this guy up here, he stayed talking nonsense. You guys never believe what I've been saying. Nobody still believes you, my friend. They don't.
It happened.
That's cap. We're the number one team in the NFL right now.
Rico, it's hard to act like you've been there before when you've never been there.
You're the reason why that video happened. Because all I'm thinking about, you're going to noogie the microphone.
We'll get into that.
Come on, Rico.
We'll get into that because you're like
your
public enemy number one. And I like it. I actually like it. I embrace it. But anyway, let's get to the actual game.
Josh Allen has a new daddy.
You wish.
His name is Tua.
So y'all had a good defensive game plan. There's no joke. There's no, you can't and ifs or buts about it. Melvin Ingram has been a thorn in Bill's side. Wherever this freaking guy goes, he's a problem. The guy's nice. He's nice with it. He made Spencer Brown say, no, mas, I don't want any of this stuff. Heat exhaustion. He's out of here, right? Anyway, good game plan. Javon Holland, baller. Javon Holland, we already talked about that. We knew he was going to be play well. Baller. Your best defensive player is Javon Holland. I ain't gonna cap. That's your best defensive player. All right. Good for y'all, man. Good for y'all. There's nothing else that we can say. It's just we didn't put the nail in the coffin. That's the problem. We didn't execute. At the end of the day, we didn't execute. And Bills fans hate when I say it, but at the end of the day, your general, $250 million, he's got to make that play. Period. And you skip it off the floor. You know what I'm saying? It would have been us saying, you know what I'm saying, on your ass saying, but at the same time, we know what the deal is. We know what the deal is. So Bills fans, we know what it is. Dolphins fans, y'all can have this, man. It's legit. Run with it. Feel good. Y'all got a game tomorrow because that could easily be erased. And then now we're talking about, damn, Dolphins are right where we thought they were supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Climbing, still trying to figure things out. A broken clock is right twice a day, guys. So that was your one.
Is that why y'all got 2 wins?
It's early, baby. It's early.
Your day over.
But good win for the Dolphins. And this is real talk. This is for Bills fans, Dolphins fans, Jets fans. How exciting is it to be? I mean, not Patriots fan right now, but I feel Tyson's pain. I'm gonna tell you, I feel Tyson's pain, man. I don't know what that coach is doing right now. He's pissing me off. You bring back bum ass Matt Patricia, that bum ass that was the head coach for the Giants. You bring those two idiots back for what? If I'm Mac Jones, I say, yo, until y'all figure things out, I ain't stepping on the field, but that's not gonna happen. But I feel for Tyson. I ain't gonna bag on Tyson. That's my guy for now. You know what I'm saying? Until he starts
I'll wrap myself in my 6th championship band or something that none of y'all bums have.
I got you. Wrap it up. But it is nice to have the AFC kind of back in alive. You know what I'm saying? It's nice to finally have the Dolphins wake up. You know what I mean? The smelling salt is, you know what I mean? Y'all are finally ready to play some ball now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all finally made some good free agent acquisitions that have made a difference for your squad. And it's nice. It's just nice to know that, okay, now we can actually talk back to you guys, because before we were always looking down for where y'all at. Like, okay, you guys are 4th place. I get it.
Well, now you got to look up. You got to look up now.
You know what?
You looking up now.
We're side by side right now, to be honest with you, because the whole league knows that was like a
whole league knows what, that we 3-0.
But y'all had that, man. Y'all did it. Good
Rico,
job.
can I chime in now? Can I chime in?
Throw the
now?
banner
Are you
back
done?
up,
Are you
Richie.
done?
So now
I said
throw the banner
it's
back
still
up,
one more
please.
banner than the Bills have, though. It's still one more banner than the Bills
Banner's
have. So we'll
gone.
take the Week 3 championship.
But
It's my grandpa won the spelling bee
I
in
gotta
3rd
ask you
grade in
something. I gotta ask you
1942 as
something.
well.
Rico, I gotta ask you something, man.
What's up, man?
So you've been acting like the Bills have been good your whole life. Like you guys haven't been anything since 2018. The last time I checked, like you guys have been terrible. You guys have always been horrendous. And now all of a sudden you're good for 2 to 3 years.
5.
And now you guys just think your shit don't stink. Oh, we're the greatest team of all time. This and that. Buffalo Bills, you're our little brother. We put you in a noogie. Yada, yada, yada. And the thing is, even when you have all this great talent, you still can't close the game. Even last year, the biggest game of the year, 13 seconds left, couldn't close the game out. This game.
Hold on. That's a great point. Where were you watching? Where were the Dolphins watching that game?
Hey, I was gladly on my couch. Hey, that don't matter. That don't matter. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. That does not matter. That does not matter. Point is, you still can't close out. You can't close out.
You want to watch the Bills play the Chiefs because that's
close out.
5 years.
Close out.
You got me out of camp.
And you were probably crying after the game. You were probably crying after the game.
Baby. No.
Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Don't lie. Because y'all were crying after you lost to the Dolphins week 3. I remember this chat. Everyone was blowing it up. Oh, you guys stink. TD's an idiot. Smokes is an idiot. And then all your fanboys, they were in my mentions on Twitter. They're
one more,
chirping
Richie.
me. Oh, they're chirping me. And then we win, and it's silence. It's chirps. No, none of them are in the comments here today. Silence. And then Rico, I'm only bringing it up because you said I was amateur hours when I said we're going to blitz our safeties. We're going to blitz Javon Holland. You're like, well, good luck with that. Well, we put Josh Allen on his ass more than anyone else. And last time I checked, Javon Holland strip sack fumble. We pick it up and we score. And next thing you know, it's 7-7. I think I deserve a little props because at the end of the day, what I said was kind of right, Rico. Come on, Rico. And we held your number 1 offense to 14 points.
Trash
14 points. Come on. But I thought Josh Allen was our daddy, though, right? I thought Stephon Diggs was going to torch us and find us in the end zone, right? But he didn't. Come on, Rico. And then you didn't own up his face, man. Come on now.
R. Kelly.
Come on now.
R. Kelly.
Next to Richie.
Down.
So it would have held weight. It would have held weight when you said about Javon Holland and all that stuff. And then you opened your mouth and said, Matt Milano can't cover. I'm like, what?
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
You can't cover. He can't cover in the flats.
That's what TV said. I didn't say that.
It came out of your mouth, my guy.
No, it didn't. Watch the tape. Watch the tape.
It was me. It was me. Rico just don't want to. Rico just don't. He don't want to get. He don't want to give you your props, Nicky Smokes. But one thing I'll tell you, at least the Dolphin fans are good sports. You see that You see how Tua's embracing his son after a heartfelt defeat. He taking care of his little boy. He taking care of Dan. Dan, that's get a good look at it.
So Dad just let his son win one-on-one match, man. That's all it was.
And he just
laying like, you know what? It's his birthday. I'm gonna hook him up.
He just placing his head on his daddy's chest, like that. I failed you. It's okay.
And so one thing I do want to address is like, yo, man, like y'all have only been good since 2018, and like y'all feel like that, like y'all's shit don't stink, and y'all been good for 3 fucking weeks. Same thing. Yeah. What's that argument?
Dan Mitchell.
They feel good.
I've only had one argument.
and that is Josh Allen is trash, and
here
he
we go.
played like trash.
Here we
He
go.
should have won the game, and that bum threw it in the dirt. That was heaven to me. When that bum threw it in the dirt, I said, I told y'all this bum was trash. Super freaking trash.
Let me bring something up real quick. I'm listening to you guys talk, right? So I'm like, let me see I get it. The W is what matters at the end of the day. At the end of the day, the W was matters.
True.
Nothing else matters. But then when I hear you guys continue to say like you dominated and you did this and you did that, that's when it makes Bills fans say, "What? Yo, take
So
the
we
win."
so we didn't hold your starting offense to 14 points. I thought you guys just come into Miami and always whip our ass.
So
that's just what I was told.
So are you gonna let me speak? Or are you gonna just keep jumping on?
No, of course.
All right.
It's
So I'm looking at what the Dolphins did, right? So y'all went 3 for 8 on third down. All right, y'all had 200 yards of offense. I'm looking at what was special that you guys did, and it wasn't really anything. What was special. What you did though was you capitalized on that turnover. That's the one thing you did, and 3 for 3 in the red zone. That's what you get. You guys capitalized. You capitalized. But when you look at the game in totality, my fam, the Bills dominated the game. We just didn't close the game out, and it would have been very hurtful if Josh Allen capitalized on that TD mishap to McKenzie, because that would have had y'all spinning. But a W is a W. Gotta enjoy it, and it's a short week for y'all because y'all got the Bengals tomorrow. So enjoy it while you can, man. Usually 24 hours, y'all are rolling that shit for 72. Shit, I've never heard of that shit before. 72 hours, go baby.
So Rico,
First of all, let me just say something. The Bills and the Dolphins are both trash.
I need to ask you a question too. I need to ask a question. So, from all indications, what I've seen on social media from Dolphins fans is that you guys are the best team in the AFC. I just want to get that on wax. So, Smoke and TD, you guys agree that the Dolphins are the best team in the AFC, right?
By far,
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. So, with that being said, if you don't make it to the Super Bowl, it's a failure of a season.
We're going to the Super Bowl.
No, I'm asking a question.
Yes,
if you don't make it to this, okay.
The answer is yes.
Okay, so if you don't at least make the Super Bowl, everything that we're talking about here is completely null and void and pointless.
Like it is for the Bills every year. Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to get that on wax.
Now, I got to kick back real quick on what Rico over here talked about. What did y'all do special? What did y'all do special? And then Rico, and hold on. You know, I'll let you talk, right? So what did y'all do special? Well, let's get something straight here. Rico, you had the nerve to compare how many yards we had. Was that your argument on why we didn't do anything special? Do you realize that we possessed the ball for 20 minutes? And had we possessed the ball the 40 minutes y'all possessed the ball, we would have had better production than y'all. Yes. Go look at Tua's yards in 20 minutes. If he had 40, he would have been right there with Josh Allen. Josh Allen had 40 minutes to put up trash time yards. At the end of the day, bro, what was impressive about our win is the fact that we only had the ball 20 minutes and we were highly efficient in our execution during that time. You said it yourself. We were 3 for 3 in the red zone. We scored three times and only possessed the ball for 20 minutes, bro. That is very impressive. That is highly impressive. And matter of fact, it was really 41-19.
You made a really your big play. Your two big plays were the Javon Holland strip and the big play to Waddle. Those are your two big plays that kind of flipped that game, right?
What were your big plays?
I mean, we had big plays all day. We just
didn't. No, you didn't. We forced y'all to dink and dunk all day. You had no big plays. Yes. We forced you to dink and dunk all day. Josh Allen averaged like a measly 6 yards per reception. Tua averaged 10 per reception. We forced y'all to dink and dunk all day. Y'all had no big plays. You had no big plays. Name the big play. Just name one big play.
27 yards to McKenzie, 28
Oh,
yards.
no.
What you
That-
want?
that- that ain't- no.
Zach
You know
Moss,
what?
49-yard rush.
You know what I'm saying when I say big play.
What you
Stop.
want me to tell you?
Them ain't no big play. Stop.
I need to butt in here for 1 second. I need to ask Smoke a question, and then Smoke can talk, obviously, because we got to move on. So the video that went viral, by the way, congratulations, by the way, I got to give you credit. Going viral on Barstool Sports by my boy Portnoy. I got a question. So, would you, if you got offered a chance to come up to Buffalo and go to the game, would you bring that same energy?
I don't know why I would ever go to Buffalo.
Well,
why would
here's
I
the
ever
kicker,
go to
right?
Buffalo?
He
The
said,
guy that you,
Hey, I've been into your
I'm not gonna
stadium with
let
that same energy.
listen.
I've been in
listen.
I've been in your stadium with that same energy.
Dan, I'm going to let you speak. I need to say something.
Listen, I'm not allowed about, and so I'm not about to let a meme disrespect my city, bro.
I just want to say something real quick. Dan,
disrespect my
Dan,
city.
I need to say something. The reason I asked this question is because the guy that you bumped into, Big Al, he is I know him. My dad knows him or whatever. He's in the rock pile in the Bills Mafia, and I got a DM from him. He would be willing to pay your flight to come up to Buffalo, right? Give you tickets and to see if you would show that same energy that you showed him at the at Hard Rock Stadium. The question is, you wouldn't have to pay for your flight, you wouldn't have to pay for tickets. The question is, would you actually go up there in Bills Mafia? And from somebody that lived in Western New York, I've been to plenty of tailgates. They do not fuck around. So I would say, would you have the balls to do that in Bills territory?
They don't mess around. They don't mess around, right? I've seen Dolphin fans get beers pegged at them, jumped in the bathroom. I know they don't mess around. So then the one time a Dolphin fan, he's hyped and he starts clapping back. All of a sudden, I'm the biggest douchebag to ever walk. I'm the biggest douchebag to walk planet Earth. If I was a
I like what you did. I like it. I love it. I love it. What I'm saying is, would you be willing?
If I was a Bills fan and I did that, Dave Portnoy would be like, "Oh man, don't mess with Bills Mafia. Like those are our guys. That's what they do. That's how they get down." I didn't want that video to go viral. I was fired up. I was talking my shit. I didn't purposely mean to bump into that dude.
He's backing down now. Don't back down.
The offer's on the table. Would you do it?
Down. No, so here's the thing. I was going to Buffalo regardless, but I graduated from the University of Florida that Saturday. So I have college graduation that Saturday, and the game's on Sunday.
Listen. At the end of the day, let's be honest. He makes a great point. If you go to Buffalo and you talk that trash, they can't take it. They can't take it. At the end of the day, and that's what Buffalo does all the time. So now you get a freaking Buffalo fan in Miami and you say one word to him and the sky has fallen. How dare he? Like really? Really? And you know good and well, man, said works, why they asking him to come down there, because at the end of the day, he hurt their feelings, and I'm glad you did, Nicky Smokes. You ain't got to go down there and prove nothing.
He hurt their feelings. I'm their villain now.
I'm glad.
Like they're sending me death threats, hoping I die in a hurricane.
Right.
We don't
condone those.
It is what it is. Like, yo, lost. You take the L. It's straight. I'm good.
Listen,
listen. I'm gonna say I agree with Smoke, bro. I agree with Smoke. I'm gonna say this. I agree. Bills fans they need to be able to take it too, because those fans get pretty rowdy. But what I said, Smoke deserved what he did. Like Bills Mafia deserved to get that, because you guys were favorites. You were running your mouth. I saw videos that went viral of all the Bills fans that were showing up in Miami, thought it was about to be a cakewalk. So what Smoke did was definitely justified.
Hold on.
It was definitely justified.
I just want to say
you ain't got no
real quick.
Like I said, I agree with it. I would have done the same thing.
Nobody cares and nobody gives a damn what Smoke was doing and running his mouth to doing that.
That's
obviously they do.
Hold on a second. Here's why people are up in arms. You know what I'm saying? It's because you bumped the OG. And then
I didn't bump him.
Hold on.
I'm screaming at my phone and I'm moving my way out.
Hear me out. It's because you bumped the OG. Everyone saw it with their own eyes. Now, whether you meant to do that's a whole different ballgame. But you bumped the OG. Now, typically, you bump an OG, you turn around, be like, my bad, and keep moving and rah. But
he said, fuck you. He said, fuck you.
Hold on a second.
If he was like, yo, my bad, I would have been my bad too. But he said, fuck you. So I turned around and said, what's up?
But hear me out. So Bills Mafia is like, yo, you bumped the OG, and then you're going to turn around and say, F you. That's when it was like, all right, man. F
He
this.
said "F you" to me first. Watch the.
I think after you bumped him, right?
Listen, Buffalo Bills fans all around the
right.
world.
Well, I
Buffalo,
didn't mean to bump
hold
him.
on, Nikki Smoke,
That's what I'm
Nikki, hold on. Buffalo Bills fans all around the world. Let's get something straight. This is Miami, Florida. I don't care if you're an OG or MG or CC. I don't care what you is. You come down to Miami, somebody bump you. It is what it is. You bump or you don't. It is what it is.
Honest, bro. You guys don't have no home field advantage, bro. You guys left early in the NBA finals. You over your damn stadium and your city, bro. That's type of support you guys.
That's why I got so fired up because they're like, oh my God, there's actually a Dolphin fan who's gonna get fired up and back up his squad after a big win. It was like,
that's right.
Oh my God, this is crazy news. Like someone had something to say to Bills Mafia. Oh my
God,
OG.
I condone no violence whatsoever, but I bet
I'll try my best. I'll try my best to replicate.
He would have yoked your ass up. He would have yoked your ass up real quick. But the OG was like, hey man, keep moving. Type of thing.
That's not what he said.
The OG. When you watch Bills games, he's in the rock pile. You with the chef hat.
You in Miami now. You ain't in Buffalo. It's that simple. Why? This ain't even nothing to talk about. You in Miami now. That OG status don't carry in Miami-Dade County. It don't. It never will.
The Bills Mafia, bro. That's Biggie Smalls, bro.
It don't matter. It never will. You're in Miami now. You don't make the rules in Miami.
Real talk.
I don't make the rules in Miami. It is what it is. That's why ain't nobody going to no Buffalo because we don't make the rules in Buffalo. We know what time it is in Buffalo. We should expect to get it back to us in Buffalo. That's how it works, man.
I just don't understand. Everyone's taking this high moral ground on me. Like this happens at every football game.
They lost.
What I said realistically, there is way worse that is said and done
assholes
at football.
And so there's assholes in every fan base.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody tripping, man. Don't be soft over there, man. Just keep that same energy. Richie, I got a question for you. Richie. And Richie and everybody. Let's be real. Bills healthy 100%. Dolphins healthy 100%. Who would have won that game? In your opinion, just looking at who's on the squad, who's on that side, who's on that side, who would have taken that game, in your opinion?
Well, it's hard to say that because we don't know until when do you guys play again? Week.
We need y'all to get into the playoffs and have a playoff.
You guys played each other. It was a gritty game. It was a very unique style of game. I really enjoyed watching that back.
Yeah.
But, on paper, I like the Buffalo Bills because they've proven it. And the Dolphins, they are the new thing of the NFL, and they're the talk of the league, and they're proving everybody wrong. Nobody picked the Dolphins to win that game besides Dolphins fans because the Bills showed up this season and on primetime football and steamrolling people. So that's why everyone was picking the Bills over the Dolphins because the Dolphins hasn't really proved anything yet until that win where they're really stapling themselves as a threat in the AFC. And I will say that, Nikki Smokes, I will be trying to replicate your video when we beat you guys week number 5 at MetLife Stadium.
Oh, please, Richie, please.
But see, I would love that, but it's just not going to happen. That's
what about you, man?
I got you, bro.
I came in. Obviously, I said I thought the Bills were going to win, but my perspective is I have to call it down the middle. I have to. The Dolphins they shocked the world. Well, they didn't shock the world, but they have a right to talk shit. They have a right to talk shit. They're on top for now. But Bills fans, you guys were really cocky. Like I said, you came into Miami from on airplanes.
They're
like
so
y'all
ran
out Airbnbs.
They're too comfortable there, bro.
Y'all were way too comfortable, way too cocky, and it came back to bite y'all, man. It came back to bite y'all in the ass, and it reminds me of when we beat you guys last season, that first game, how the weather was apart, and now you guys are kind of blaming the sun, which is pathetic to me. I see some of the most asinine excuses I've ever heard. The sun, the Tua had
the OSHA filing. Oh my god,
bro. I felt the hurricane coming.
Like, dude, we go out there in December every year when it's 12 degrees out. 12 degrees out, we got to go out there every single year and we got to play Buffalo. But y'all wasn't complaining about the sun when Josh Allen beat you 7 straight times. Now all of a sudden it's too damn hot.
I will say this, when you guys play next time, it's going to be in Buffalo, it's going to be cold, and it's most likely going to be snow. That's when you guys will have the advantage. So don't cry about how the sun affected you guys because you're giving them more credence to cry about if it's a snowstorm and you guys beat them. Dan, so there's no excuses, bro.
We don't do this whole weather excuse. We're not on that shit. I don't know who's making that shit up.
It's a lot of bro. I've seen
Nah,
that.
they're
Everybody.
There, bro.
I call my
They're
own fan
dude.
base out. I said, whoever's mentioning this weather, shut your asses up, man. Ain't nobody trying to hear
Not
all
weather.
that.
Well, y'all players were crying because faking injuries, and they knew good and well it was just that heat. They were tired because y'all played 91 offensive plays. Y'all know them boys were tired. Them boys
absolutely.
was gassed,
No doubt about
but they start faking injuries. Put me in concussion protocol, coach. I don't know what it
Couldn't
is.
get no umbrellas on the sideline to block out the sun like they did in Formula
Yeah.
One.
And so, hey, Smoke, final word, and then we're gonna have to move on. But Smoke, we want to hear from you, brother. Final thoughts on the game.
He better not
Expectations
apologize.
going into it.
Oh,
I
man.
think he's frozen. I think his power might have went out.
The hurricane got him, man. I'm still
Uh-oh.
good. I'm shocked because I got 60, 70 mile an hour winds outside.
Damn, is that crazy?
We hope Smoke is safe, bro. We hope y'all stay safe, bro.
Yeah, for real.
No, some real
I hope
shit.
you guys are safe. Thank you so
Hey,
much.
Smoke just
Got
texted me.
Portman?
He said, y'all just take that L. All right. He said,
Yeah, I'll just take that.
y'all just take that L.
Well, listen, man, I appreciate y'all having me on, man. Listen, handle your show. Big win for the Dolphins. Savor that. You know what I'm saying? Put your all that stuff on, put all that good stuff.
It's Rico. It's Miami Miracle 2.0.
I'm telling you, man. So they just better keep that momentum going because you can't get a big win versus the Bills and then, you know what I'm saying, plummet versus the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guys are out. But anyways, I appreciate y'all. Listen, big win. Appreciate y'all having me on. Next time,
Thanks.
I'll be on to talk some of my shit. Don't worry about that.
Thanks for coming through, Rico.
We
And-
appreciate
Love
you,
you,
man.
Rico.
And next
Yeah,
time
see
you
you, brother.
next time you come on, Rico, we'll talk about something real, like who the real best quarterback in the AFC East is.
Yeah, that's
All right.
Zach Wilson in play. Yes, let's
Oh,
All right, man.
pump the brakes. Pump the brakes.
Stop, Richie.
Let's do it. All right. Well, hey, that was very heated, as I'm sure many of you expected. And you know what? Listen. Exactly. And once again, there's a couple more bones I got to pick. Number one, we have surpassed 1,100 people watching this show right now, and only 700 like buttons have been smashed. So go on ahead and just smash that like button for us, ladies.
Let's
and
get to
gentlemen.
1,000 likes, baby. Come on. If you're enjoying this show,
Significantly,
are you
1,000
kidding me?
1,000 likes.
We just
during
spent
the
like an
stream.
hour talking about the damn Dolphins and Bills. While me
One.
and Tyson is sitting here in the basement. Like, when are we going to get our turn?
That's
You start
exactly
playing
what I was
better?
talking about.
Speak.
But one thing, and so I mean, this is a great segue too, because there's a lot of confidence like from the Dolphins fans out here. But you know what? They never put their money where their mouth is.
Well,
And
I
you know
made
what?
money
Your
this week.
opportunity. I know, but many of them haven't. Right? Put your money where your mouth is using Prize Picks, and that just so happens to be the other sponsor of today's video, the number one platform on the internet for your player prop bet parlays. So I did very well last week. Sounds like TD did. I know that Richie sent me a screenshot of
Here's my winnings.
how was that one, and so I believe.
Oh my
we
gosh, that's a
ended up
nice one.
taking
Richie.
out within that one.
So
And I
let me
mean,
just let me give a
Go
quick
ahead.
breakdown of this win real quick. So to
Nice.
give you guys an idea that you can win some money here on Prize Picks. We're not just speaking nonsense here. I want some $250 because I know my Jets. So if you use the promo code AFC East, they will match 100% of your first deposit. You deposit $100, you get $100 free dollars. So I put $25 down on Joe Flacco getting more in his projected stats. Easy. Joe Flacco, 5th in the league in passing yards. Obviously, he's going over that. Garrett Wilson, rookie sensation, better than Tyreek Hill. I'm kidding, everybody.
Oh,
Relax in the chat.
okay.
Oh, here we go. All right, let me speak my talk. Garrett Wilson, that's over. Easy. Breece Hall, over. That's easy. All right, Jamar Chase, you'll get over 5.5 receptions. Easy. McPherson, Money McPherson. I had a feeling the Jets will play defense to force them some field goals, so I took the over on that. $25, and I won $250. I wish I put 100 on this, and I would have won $1,000. So this is just a small example of the money you can make on Prize Picks if you know your team very well. Because you can also, if you know the NFL well, it doesn't have to be your squad. You can bet about any other team. If you know football, you can bet more or less on any of their projected stats. So Dan, I'm going to hand this back over to you as we get back into nitty-gritty.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
had to
That
brag
was
about my dub.
Oh no, and so you definitely need to, and definitely keep in mind, because we did notice that a lot of you guys did end up signing up with our code but haven't made your deposit. It doesn't matter when you make that deposit, that promo is still good. So you just want to go on ahead, especially you Dolphins fans that are so excited about tomorrow night against the Bengals, and you want to put your money where your mouth is. Just go on ahead and throw a little bet down, baby. Let's see what's going on with that. All right, so easy money. Let's talk easy money right now. Let's pull up the Bills players. right now. I'm going to go on ahead and pick out some player prop bets that I think are going to be pretty ideal. Doesn't seem to be quite a few, but I am going to go on ahead and then knock that out right here. So right now we have Josh Allen at 283.5. I mean, let's be honest with you. We did take the L last week, but Dude Man did have a very good game statistically, at least. Sorry, my dog wants some of these pork tenderloins. Not happening. But with Josh Allen right over there, you are ended up going up against a very good Ravens defense. They do have their share of injuries on the secondary as well. So I think it's a lock to put Josh Allen at more at 283. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. We can't run the ball. We've had a very hard time running the ball, and it seems like that Dorsey legitimately always goes back to Josh Allen tossing it. So I'm going to go on ahead and put 283 right over there. Stephon Diggs, 78.5. I think that now that Gabe Davis is going to be a bit more on the healthy side, I think that he's going to be seeing a lot more targets than what he did. He was out in the field 96% of snaps on Sunday, but he was still nursing that ankle injury, which I believe he was in a bit too soon, but see a lot more targets there. Let's go Diggs under. And Gabe Davis, we're going over 1,000%. He's hitting his health right at the perfect peak situation. Scrolling down right to Bills defense. Let's scroll down right over there. And then I'm going to go on ahead and say that the Bills defense is going to, it's going to be a rough day for the Bills defense. I'm going to put under right there because we're going up against Lamar Jackson. That offense is absolutely humming. Yes, I know that he really only has two of his favorite targets, Mark Andrews and so then Bateman. But we still have a lot of key injuries, and Lamar is playing some of the best football that he's played since his MVP season. So I'm going to have the Buffalo Bills defense scoring less than 5.5 fantasy points. It's going to be a straight shootout, but we will get to that in the preview segment. We'll go from there.
$250 wins you $2,500, Dan.
Oh,
$1 wins you $10. And $100.
$1.10.
100, $1,000.
Man,
I got 50.
I got to tell you. I got to tell you about mine, guys. So I did a 5-teamer and I hit my 5-teamer, right? I only put $20 on it, but I won $200. So then I felt a little cocky on Monday night. And Monday night, I hit every single one of them except for what's the quarterback name who had the ball last that threw the pick?
Cooper Rush.
Cooper Rush, 261 yards, and guess what he got? 260.
Oh no!
You had his more.
I just missed all 5, but but that's why I love Prize Picks, because even if you miss one, I still doubled my money. I still was able to double the money. I didn't get the 200 again, but I at least got the 40 and doubled my money, so it didn't make me feel too bad.
And I also have somebody in the chat ask, can I cash out? So you see I got $275 credit. I can cash it out right now and pocket that. But you know I'm going all in. I'm going to get over
somebody else asked in the chat, if I put $10 down, do I get $10 back?
If you deposit,
if you lose, it's gone.
That's
what I meant. If so, it says 100% deposit match. So if you put down $10,
so basically, if you deposit $10, they give you $10 of free bet money.
Yes.
So you have $20 right there ready to go.
You get So you see the credit, for example, you put $50 down, you get $50 of your own credit, and then you get $50 of promo money to use. You put $100 down, you get $100 of your own dollars to use, and they give you $100 of free bet money. So your goal is to win with those bet money. You win your bets, then you cash out, you profit. So TD, let's go over you real quick for the Dolphins. Who do you like?
Who we playing? Oh, them scrubs tomorrow. Okay, so we're going Tua Tagovailoa. We're gonna go over for the 256 because Tyreek Hill got a bone to pick with Eli Apple, so he about to put up 200 himself. Let's go Tyreek Hill yardage. We're easily going over. He's made it clear with the media he coming for him. Let's go Jalen Waddle. Another over. This is just easy money. Now I want you to actually go to the Mike Gesicki. Mike Gesicki, okay. 21.5 receiving yards. We're gonna take that over too. This is gonna be a monster game for the Dolphins, man. And Jason Sanders, we're going over. We're gonna get us 2 field goals. So that's 5.
Yep.
All right. What happens if I put let's see, put $30 on it. Let me see where I'm at. Nice.
and the flex play. So if I get them all, I get 300. If I get 4 correct, I at least double my money to 60. And if I get 3 correct, at least I don't lose it all. I at least keep some of my cash. All right, that's my bet right there. That's the one I will put in. It's gonna win, y'all. It's gonna win.
Interesting.
Let's get this easy money, baby.
All right, Patriots, baby. After it works, favorite time. They only got the fantasy score of the defense on here for the Patriots. So, so
you
more
know how
or less on,
we
the,
got
on
to
4
be,
points.
That's all they got for them?
Yeah.
Wow.
It sucks,
Oh,
bro.
wait, no,
Can you just imagine, bro? We are so bad, bro. Prize picks don't even take us seriously. They're like, we can't win no money.
And so they're just like, that. And so there's about to be a bunch of millionaires made, and just by picking the under for everything.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they got no one.
You know how embarrassed the people say, why are you so, bro? This is why, like, we can't even get on a betting site, bro. We can't even get on a betting site. You can't even bet on us. That's how bad we are.
So more or less 4 points in fantasy for the defense.
Bro, you see, they're giving up at least 50.
So that's less.
Wow. Who y'all play?
Packers in Lambeau. And I will say this too. I was actually gonna go because going to Lambeau Field was on my bucket list. Nope, not going to sit through that one. Not going to sit. I'm not going to that game. Because I go to one road game a season, and I'm not about to sit in the stands and watch Brian Hoyer. Hell to the no.
All right, so to finish off, let's go to the New York Jets. And yes, I'm coming off a dub, so I'm red hot, looking to replicate that one more time. Elijah Moore, 44.5 receiving yards. Elijah Moore is going to get back on track. He's been open all game long for 3 straight weeks, but Joe Flacco has a crush on Garrett Wilson. So I think Zach Wilson comes back and he finds Elijah Moore. The problem with Elijah Moore has not been he's not being open. It's for whatever reason Joe Flacco is not finding him the ball. Garrett Wilson, that's an easy over. I think these are the 2 guys that are going to be leading the Jets in receiving this year. This is the future of this team, the dynamic duo of this team. And Garrett Wilson at 47.5. He's been well over that total every single game. Michael Carter, 45.5 rushing yards. I'm going to take the less on that because I think Breece Hall is going to explode this game. Breece Hall at 32.5 rushing yards is an easy more, and I think Carter is going to go less than 45.5. We got a dynamic duo of these 2 guys. We are splitting carries. It's not one's backfield over the other. They split it even, but I think this is where Breece Hall explodes and gets a really long touchdown because he shows that explosiveness. He's a home run hitter. You give the ball to him at any time, he can take it to the house for an 80-yard touchdown. That's how explosive of a talent Breece Hall is, and he's really, really turning into his own. And then the Jets defense, 6 fantasy score. I think this is going to be the game where the Jets defense breaks out because we're going up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are one of the worst offenses in football under Mitch Trubisky. So I'm going to take the more on the Jets fantasy score. And if I put $100 down, we're winning $1,000, baby. So that's why I'm looking forward to this. I'm definitely going to be looking at the Jets in this game. They don't have Zach Wilson's bets yet because he just got announced. We don't know if he's 100% starting yet, but he's going to be starting, just so you guys know. So yeah, this is what I would do for the New York Jets. Pretty much more on everybody but Michael Carter. And I think it's going to be a really interesting game. We're going to get into, the preview segment of each of our teams. But man, oh man, it feels good that I got $275 in my bank. I kind of want to take it out to pocket that money. Probably going to do that. But at the same time, I kind of want to go out there and win some more money before I deposit it.
Risk it all, baby.
Risk it all, baby. So again, guys,
Yeah,
click the link down below in the description, and that will bring you to Prize Picks website. It will already put the AFC East code in there for you. You sign up, you deposit any amount of money up to $100, and they give you that amount of dollars for free. So I'm telling you, if you want to win some money, this is the app to do it because they give you a lot of opportunities to do just that.
Except the opportunity of picking a single freaking Patriots player. I am absolutely dumbfounded by that. I can't believe it.
They
We
know
might be the
everything.
only team in the league.
What were you going to say, TD, before?
They know everything's gonna be under, bro. They can't just give free wins like that.
Oh man. Well, I mean, once again, definitely check out Prize Picks if you would like to. Definitely a solid app. We definitely have a good time with that. All right. So now we're moving on, and we're going to keep this brief. because I know that we have a few people in the waiting room for our Q&A segment. Once again, we have a segment that is completely devoted to our Patreon contributors. They can hop on and ask us a question. However, we do need to talk about week 4, which is starting tomorrow. Excuse me. I'm sorry for burping into the mic. This is sort of like a slash mukbang, I suppose, as well. But basically how this is all playing out is that we all have some pretty significant games coming up, starting off with Thursday night, which is tomorrow. TD, the Dolphins are taking on the Bengals, who also have a very terrible offensive line. So what are your thoughts on that game, man?
This is going to be the toughest one that we have so far, in my opinion, just given the circumstance of a short week and the hurricane as well. So we had to leave a day early. We left like early this morning, which means we didn't get to practice today. And we're not going to practice on game day. So Tuesday was the only day to practice, but they only did walkthroughs. They were mostly everybody was limited. So we're actually going into this game without real practice. So it's just a matter of we're going to play our game and hopefully we can escape with the W and get out of there. And the Bengals are coming off of a nice little win versus the Jets, and they're looking to bounce back. This is the game right here that can turn their entire season around, or it can really put them down in the hole. And same thing for us. This is the type of game that can start to have you having a little inconsistencies for if you're the Dolphins, but it can also catapult you into starting to separate from the field. So that's why this game is going to be so important. We got a lot of injuries from that Buffalo game, guys banged up, but they pretty much almost all of them are vowed to play this week. So at the end of the day, we're going in, trying to take care of business. If we win, it's like amazingly crazy good for our team. If we lose, it's not the end of the world. Things happen. But I'm looking to get the W. My final score prediction, since I know we're keeping it brief, I say that the score is going to be 24-20 Miami, Thursday Night Football.
I mean, you better win. If you don't win, then you're going to have a 2-game losing streak on the horizon. So
stop lying.
It's a full transparency. So I see the Dolphins winning tomorrow night as well. But that's neither here nor there. Richie, what's going on, man?
The Jets game. All right, I'll keep it brief. You guys see the excitement? My guy's back. Zachy Wilson. Now, listen, I know it seems like I'm over the top about Zach, and I don't want you guys to make it seem like I'm expecting him to come out here and be the savior of this team and become elite right away. I'm not expecting that. There's going to be a lot of rust. He came off of an injury that was the worst timing possible, getting hurt in the first preseason game, missing all preseason, all training camp, missing live action in joint practices. So he has not gone against an opposing defense in a really long time. So there's going to be rust for Zach Wilson. But I'm just excited because this is the whole team. Like, we have not seen what this franchise looks like with our quarterback that we drafted with the 2nd overall pick. So we talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers who we're going up against. This is a really big opportunity. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think, are, they're never a pushover team, no matter how bad they are personnel-wise. They have Mike Tomlin, and I think Mike Tomlin is one of the most underrated coaches of this generation. I mean, that guy has not had a losing season in his career with the Steelers, and I feel like a lot of people just write him off every year, and he proves everybody wrong at the end. Doesn't matter who his quarterback is, even though Mitch Trubisky seems like a problem. Now, they do have a rookie, Kenny Pickett, behind there, but the Steelers' offense is trash. The Steelers' defense, they do not have T.J. Watt, and they are 0-6 without T.J. Watt. Minka Fitzpatrick is also in concussion protocol. I don't know if he's going to be playing or not. There's a chance he plays, but the Jets got to take advantage of that. The way I'm looking at this game is the Steelers are beatable. I don't think this is, a must win for the Jets, but if the Jets beat the Steelers and we are 2-2, that's all I wanted going into the season is to get out of the gauntlet of the AFC North, because remember, the Jets are versing the entire AFC North to start off the year with the Ravens, Browns, Bengals, and now the Steelers. I wanted to get out of there 2-2. So this is the opportunity. We got the win against the Browns. Let's get the job done on the road. Zach Wilson returns. He has all the playmakers around him for things to work out. You see all these young quarterbacks taking next step. Tua Tagovailoa. Is Tua the big reason why he's taking that step is because they got Jalen Waddle near number 2, and they go out there and they get Tyreek Hill, who's a superstar. Josh Allen didn't become elite Josh Allen until they went out there and they got Stephon Diggs. Jalen Hurts is not becoming what Jalen Hurts is until they go out there and they get A.J. Brown with Devontae Smith entering your number 2. Well, the New York Jets, they didn't go out there and get a veteran receiver, which they were trying to do, but they got Garrett Wilson, who looks like a guy who's legit talented, and it's not the game's not too big for him. He's a rookie, but he's playing great football as a rookie, and he already looks like a veteran. So I got confidence in the playmakers around him. They got a tight end in Tyler Conklin, who is top 3 in the league in all receptions and yards categories in the tight end position. We got Elijah Moore, and we got a 2 dynamic backfield with Breece Hall and Michael Carter. So Zach Wilson has all the talent around him to make something happen. The one thing that he does not have is a left tackle. So I hate making excuses for the Jets quarterback, and this is the time where there's no more excuses. You know, there's so many times where Sam Darnold doesn't have this, or Zach last year didn't have this, didn't have that. Well, there's no more excuses anymore. Zach Wilson has what he needs. It's year number 2 of the same system. It's time for him to prove to be the number 2 quarterback that we drafted last year, and the baby wheels are off. You know, he might struggle in this game against the Steelers, and if he does struggle, I'm not going to say, oh, he's a bust and he's done. Zach Wilson's trash. I got to give him a couple weeks, because the reality is he might be a little rusty. He might come off a little slow. So I'm just hoping that the Jets can get this dub. I feel like this is going to be a low-scoring game, and I think that the Jets are going to win 17-13, and this is a bounce-back game for the defense, and I think the defense is a big reason why they win this game. Sauce Gardner gets his first pick, and the Jets get 4 sacks. They force turnovers, and it's a really slow, gritty battle, and Zach Wilson, manages the game. He throws an interception. He looks good. He has a couple flashy plays, but he still has some bad throws he needs to clean up, and that's my prediction. Jets winning 17-13.
Nice.
Damn. What about you, Tyson? What you got?
Patriots are, in the first time in my fandom since the internet probably was invented, the Patriots are 9.5 point underdogs, bro.
Man.
9.5. Do you know how sorry you gotta be to be 9.5 point underdogs? Bro,
It's like college numbers. It's like college spread right there.
And if you're a bettor, you go ahead and bet against the Patriots, man. And listen, this game is honestly, I think we should forfeit. There needs to be a rule in place where you should be able to forfeit by halftime. That's how bad this game's gonna get. And I know the Packers, Rodgers don't really have that many weapons, but against our trash defense, he's gonna put up some numbers. Brian Hoyer, one of the worst quarterbacks I've ever seen since Nathan Peterman. I will never forget when Cam Newton caught the ips and got out, and they had to put Brian Hoyer in against the Chiefs at halftime. This dude, all he had to do was throw the ball away, and we would have got a field goal. It was a competitive game. What is this? What does this fool do? He takes a knee, bro. He takes the sack. He comes out at halftime. It does the exact same thing. He takes a sack out of field goal range. He is one of the worst quarterbacks in the history of the league. We are going to get stomped. I've never in my fanhood rooted against this team. But if I need to root against my team to get freaking Kool-Aid Man, I'm a scientist, I'm a engineer, Matt Patricia out of this team, I need the Packers to stomp a mud hole. I want to see 3 and outs on every single drive. I don't want to see a single yard. Nothing.
Who's the quarterback?
Who's our quarterback?
Is Mac playing?
No, he's not playing, bro. What are you talking about? He's gone.
Yeah, who's playing?
Brian
Hoyer. Bro, you haven't been listening to this. You've been listening to.
He's so dumb, man.
I know you kept saying this. Oh my God.
Bad, bro. We can't even keep TD's attention no more. We used to been able to entertain TD.
If you need Joe Flacco, you can call the Jets.
We've been able to strike just a little bit of fear in TD. Not no more. That's how irrelevant we are. That TD don't even give a damn. Like they pity us. People are pitying us. Do you know how bad you got to be for people to just pity you? It's bad, bro. Listen, I hope the Packers 100-0. Hope this is the worst blowout in the history of NFL history. It's not going to be that bad because we'll be competitive. We might make a few stops. But at the end of the day, man, this game shouldn't even be televised, bro. It's going to be that bad. Patriots don't stand a chance in hell. Season's over with. At the end of the day, the only thing I got to look forward to is either the Bills shitting down their pants, or when crunch time comes, or the Dolphins. That's all I got to look forward to. And Richie, congratulations. Congratulations, Richie. You will not be finishing in the basement this season. Congratulations, bro.
I hope so.
No, there ain't no hope so. Ain't no hope so, bro. We got Brian Hoyer, the USSS Hoyer the Destroyer, and he's going to destroy this team. on freaking Sunday.
Hey,
Probably did.
Teddy Bridgewater available. Come get him.
Joe
Hey,
Flacco.
oh, that's
Yeah,
another thing I needed to say. If I was Belichick, I would. What about Skynet? Can we get Skynet?
Nah, you can get Teddy.
What if we
Throw
gave
that
you a
one.
first round pick?
Yeah, Skyler can go.
I will be willing to take anybody's sloppy seconds at quarterback at this point. I will be able to take I will take Flacco, Bridge over troubled waters, Skynet. Who y'all got, Dan? Y'all got anybody?
We have Case Keenum.
I'll take Case Keenum.
Joe Flacco, fifth
I'll
in the
take
league in passing
I'll
yards.
take Colin Kaepernick. I'll even take that scumbag Brett Favre out of retirement. If you know what I mean.
We got Mike White and Joe
I'll take
Flacco.
Mike White.
Look at
I'll take Mike White. I'll take freaking Tom Brady's offspring.
So
Anybody.
so sounds like sentiment in New England is low these days, but let's just definitely hope that Mac Jones recovers fast. That was fucking terrible to watch. Really hope that he's okay. Really hope that he gets back into the season so we can make it somewhat competitive going on throughout the rest of the regular season. Bills Ravens, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and keep this super brief. I'm going to drop a preview video on my video tomorrow. But really, Bills Mafia, this is a must win. And so this is an absolute must win for us. We need to go on ahead and capitalize on this loss that we just ended up sort of taking this past Sunday. Now, it's definitely not going to be an easy task. Luckily, which is nice, is that a lot of the players that were out against Miami are set as far as today to play. We have Ed Oliver coming back. We have Dane Jackson coming back. We just ended up getting Xavier Rhodes, who is going to be sort of Christian Benford's sort of replacement, who he ended up breaking his hand against Miami. So he'll be on the outside. It's going to be nice having a nice veteran presence out there for that younger secondary moving into it. So really want to make it competitive, but let's be honest with ourselves. Lamar Jackson is going to put up points with us. He's playing amazing football. One thing I do want to point out, and one thing I think that the Bills really need to go on ahead and really, really lock down is that middle of the field. Lamar Jackson is absolutely elite when it comes into passing right up the middle of the field, but on the outside, not so much. So he's going to pass the ball. He really only has 2 targets that he consistently looks at, with Mark Andrews, who I believe has about like 30 targets already, and then Bateman, who has about 28. The next person below him has 8 targets. Next person below him has 7. So we know where Lamar is going with the ball if he is not handing it off. We have J.K. Dobbins. He is back, but it seems like, according to last week, they're slowly but surely starting to reintroduce him into the offense. Still somebody that we need to look out for. And then, of course, the threat that Lamar raises with his legs. He normally destroys the blitz. Luckily, the Buffalo Bills very rarely blitz. We literally just go with organic pressure off of the 4. There's a lot of question marks with their offensive line right within Baltimore. A lot of rookies, and so a lot of second stringers, third stringers. Their center is. Both of their tackles have a weakness with inside blocks, and some of the absolute best defensive ends right in the league when it comes into inside shedding is hands down Von Miller and Greg Rousseau. So those are matchups that we certainly need to take a look at. And we're going to have to really hope that we can go on ahead and keep this close. I love our offense. And so I see us actually going up there. It's going to be 67 degrees. Not that weather is an issue, but I do not see 7 or 8 of our offensive sort of players out there gasping for their breath. I think that we're going to see a much more comfortable environment. And so sort of going into it, I see the Bills walking in here absolutely pissed off, especially Josh Allen. I see the game being close, but I see it going, let's go 28-24 Bills.
Ravens defense is trash. If y'all can't score at least 30, we score 26 on the Ravens. Y'all can't score at least 30. Y'all should obliterate that defense.
Ravens win. Ravens win. Dolphins take a 2-game lead in the AFC East. Ravens win.
Okay, he has something to go up with that, but
Dolphins.
but the Ravens defense is terrible. But what decides this game is that we just need to win a couple of times on defense, stop Lamar Jackson at least 2 or 3 times, 4 times, and make sure that we make the most out of every single offensive possession that we have. So that's my piece. So week 4 is on the way. Super excited about that. Without further ado, it's the Q&A section. That's right. We set aside a little bit of time for each and every single show to bring on our Patreon contributors to hop on the show with us and ask us a question. Without further ado, let's go ahead and bring the first caller in, Rich.
Again, if you guys want to join the Q&A segment, the link is down below in the description. You click that Patreon link, you become a $10 per month member, and you can join this segment. So the first one is going to be someone that's been here for every week. Tua Amazing.
What's up, Tua Amazing?
Oh, I think he's over here.
I have a question for all you guys, and then I have a question for Richie and TD. I have a question about Prize Picks, so I put my bet in. And I have Joe
Okay.
Burrow more than 137 passing yards. I
And
have
a,
Kirk,
and a half. Remember,
Oh, that's at a half.
okay.
yeah,
Okay.
137 and a half. Kirk Cousins more 130 and a half. Cooper Rush more 112 and a half. Tua more than 8.5 fantasy points, and Joe Mixon more than 32 and a half rushing yards. So am I winning money this week?
Who's
The more is
so Burrow? So Burrow, who is the second quarterback you said?
Kirk Cousins 130 and a half against New Orleans.
in London.
Saints
that's the-
defense is
and-
slept on.
And that's the
Saints
first
defense
half.
slept- and it's in prime time, and so it's in prime time, technically in prime time since the
You
London.
got to hope
game
Justin
early in the
Jefferson breaks
morning.
one loose.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Now,
I think
is-
Kirk Cousins is the only one that like I'm kind of like.
I still
I don't
double my
know.
money though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
one of them doesn't hit, you still get double your money.
well, the Tua 8 fantasy points is that in a half,
Definitely.
No.
one half.
Yeah. I'm
So
pretty
you bet
sure.
all
I
of
can
in the
check.
first half.
It's
Uh,
money, bro. He'll get 2 touchdowns. It's money.
I didn't actually consider that these were all in a half. I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
Yeah, you pick the 1/2 NFL. If you want the whole game, pick NFL by itself. Because Prize Picks does have
Look at that.
bets for just half of the game on the first half.
That's
or the
probably why
second
he
half.
picked more on everything. It's like, oh, 130.
Yeah, he like, oh, he gonna get that.
He's like, hell yeah, man.
Well,
He's like, I'm paying my mortgage this week, baby. Let's
He's
go.
like,
We
man,
going on
I'm-
vacation. We going on vacation, sweetheart.
I'm
Okay,
glad.
well-
I'm glad you asked us.
Yeah. Look,
well,
yeah.
I
Look at the
lost
full
$10.
game.
Oh, you
So,
put $10 in there? That's okay.
No, but
Yeah, I mean-
but it still doesn't mean they won't have these numbers at halftime.
Yeah,
all
it's
they do
possible.
is
Yeah,
take
they might.
You need
all
four
they
of
do
them.
is take the full game numbers and divide it.
I was wondering why Joe Burrow was only 137 and a half. I'm like, are these people
Now you
dumb?
know. Now you know.
Anyway, so my question to TD first. On your previous stream, you said how you wanted to run you said to build the number one defense and surround the QB with talent and keep drafting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So isn't that like what the Colts are doing and they're stuck with Matt Ryan with a solid QB? I just want to
No,
hear your take on that.
No, because they never really had the QB. They never got him. They're building the team, but they never actually got the QB. They keep searching. So you got to at least have them first and then continue to draft to find the replacement. And if you don't find a replacement, you keep the great guy you got.
Okay, because I was there 4 years ago when you said trade Russell Wilson. And I'm not going to lie, I thought you were crazy.
Yeah.
And-
I mean, it was inevitable. They weren't going to, like Buffalo, this is their last chance to do it. If they don't do it now and Josh Allen's money kicks in, they'll never do nothing special again.
I see your point. Okay, and to Richie, we play the Bengals this week. I just wanted to hear your take on their defense, mostly.
Yeah, well, listen, Hendrickson won Defensive Player of the Week. He had 2.5 sacks, 10 pressures. I don't know what he did, but he absolutely obliterated us because our left tackle, George Fant, was laboring a knee injury the whole game, and then he gets pulled out, and we have our backup tackle out there, and he was just having his way. So he was disrupting the game single-handedly. Their best player on defense got hurt that game in Reeder, who is their nose tackle. So I think is going to be out, which is a really good sign for you guys. And Awuzie is a slept-on corner. He was very good in the secondary. He's probably going to be, on Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, so look out for him in the secondary. But, the Bengals defense wasn't anything special. It wasn't anything to be afraid of. Hendrickson and Awuzie are the only two guys to worry about. Outside of that, it's not like it's a scary defense. You want to worry about the Bengals offense more than their defense.
And we got Armstead at the left tackle, so hopefully he holds it down.
Yeah, I think he'll do good because Hendrickson had his way with an injured tackle, and then he took advantage of a backup. So Armstead's going to be able to hold it down better than our backup.
Okay.
And
Well, I appreciate you guys.
We
Yeah,
appreciate
you in
man.
Florida right now, man? You in
Yeah, I'm
Florida?
in West Palm, so I'm not really getting hit
Oh,
too
he's
much.
good.
Yeah.
Man, well, stay safe
I'm,
regardless.
Appreciate
I'm,
you guys.
I'm shocked my
Appreciate you.
power. I'm shocked my power is still on. It went
Dude,
off
TD,
three times
I
before the
was-
stream.
I was looking at the radar before the stream started. I'm like, ain't no way TD's going to be on here, dude. I'm looking at it. It's
It
all
went
red.
before the
It's
stream
all red.
started. It was in and out 3 times, bro. And I've been good for an hour and 43 minutes. I don't even know what's going on out there.
All right, man. Well,
All right,
TD,
bro.
Stay safe.
Thank you,
and
man.
have
We
a-
appreciate
I
you.
hope- I hope your wife has a safe delivery.
Thank you, sir.
What a great Dolphins fan.
I just want to say something real
he's the
quick.
man.
Smoke sent me proof he is actually having a commencement speech, so he wasn't bullshit. He sent me proof of it.
He's like,
That's funny.
say, I got receipts. All right.
All right.
caller.
Next guest is another regular. What's good, brother?
There he is.
Yo, what's up, fellas?
What's up,
What's up,
man?
man?
So
Big week, y'all.
Huge
Pretty
week.
big week.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Honestly, I'm actually a bit disappointed with the haters we've still been having even after that. I mean,
who's been hating?
just media outlets.
I need to say, I'm gonna let you speak, but I need to say this, bro. What is it with Dolphins fans and wanting respect? Bro, y'all haven't done anything yet. Yes, y'all. Number one, they got you ranked at number one in the power rankings. Ain't that enough? Ain't that RG3 sucking you off? That's not enough. What else do y'all want, bro? It's week 3. What else do y'all been saying this for years? Why don't the Dolphins get any respect? We deserve respect, bro. Y'all haven't won in 22 seasons, bro. Win a playoff game, and I guarantee you, if you win and go far into the playoffs and what TD says, go to Super Bowl, bro, we ain't got no choice but to respect you. Do something first.
We're winning now. Undefeated, baby. Let's go.
You were undefeated
There's
like 4 years ago, and what happened? Stop it.
No. There's something different in McDaniel. There's something different in Tua now. There's something different. There's something different on our defense inside Melvin Ingram. There's something different, bro. Ooh, I'm telling you, and we're only gonna get better. And people don't talk about it. People want to talk about all the mistakes that the Bills made that game. Let's talk about the mistakes that the Dolphins made that game. We should have had like 6 ints on this
there
dude.
goes TD.
No, TD's done. That's it.
Power's out. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Somebody said Coolio died in the chat.
Oh, shit. That's terrible.
Gangsta's Paradise.
No way.
It's Antoine.
Damn.
And so watch the beginning of the video. We talk about the bet. And so you're going to like the first 5 minutes of the stream, unfortunately. It's probably going to be clipped.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. Coolio.
Anyways, tomorrow's game is going to be interesting. We'll see.
You're going to beat the Bengals or what?
I believe we should. I'm just really concerned that we put everything we had into this Bills game, and we're pretty beat up. We're pretty tired. I have mixed thoughts on Tua. He might just be playing it off for media's sake and this whole investigation sake. Just saying, oh yeah, I didn't even practice that week because my back was so yacked up, and so that would make sense. Anyways, and then he's just gonna come out and play Thursday anyways. All right, sure, why not? Take the rest, man. But I hope you can come back and win this thing off of no practice. So I'm a little concerned.
Yeah. Well, best of luck, my friend.
Yeah,
Yes,
like
sir.
I told TD, you better win this game. Otherwise, a 2-game losing streak's on the horizon.
So where are you at again in Florida?
So I'm not in Florida anymore. I'm in North Carolina now.
No, so you're not in Florida right now.
Not anymore. I moved.
Okay.
I lived in
I was
Florida
just
my whole
wondering,
life
I just
until
wanted to see-
2019.
I just wanted to see how far the hurricane was spreading in Florida. That's what I
you're
was asking.
safe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm safe.
Whereabouts in North Carolina?
Right outside Charlotte, in between Asheville and Charlotte.
Oh, sick, man. It's up
Yeah.
in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Okay, hell yeah.
The dirty Myrtle, man.
Beautiful,
Awesome.
beautiful.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you as always.
Yes, sir.
Tuning in.
Have a
See
good
you.
night, y'all.
Have a good
Later.
night, brother. Appreciate your calling every week. We got
That's
some
awesome.
good Dolphins fans coming into here.
We definitely do.
And now
course
we
we
got
do.
another great Jets fan joining in that's been coming in every week and talking
Oh,
to Jets
God, I know
guy.
who this is.
It's your
Hey, I
guys'
got a question
favorite.
for this guy.
It's your guy's favorite. It's Jimmy. What's good, Jimmy?
Jimmy Gasket, what up, bro?
Bills fan, Mafia, let me just say that the Bills played like absolute trash. Specifically, Josh Allen. Only Fins. I don't know what's wrong with your defense, but they dropped like 5 picks. So Josh Allen should have at least 3 picks. And he sold on that 4th and goal. Like the dude was wide open and he underthrown him so badly. Like that pass was a Sunday night cookout backyard football when you're waiting for the burgers and hot dogs and the ribs and all the chicken and all the good things on the grills. And this grown ass man who's supposed to be the best QB of the generation fucks up that easy ass pass that would have won you the game. Are you fucking kidding me? And don't get me started on McKenzie. He could have went out of bounds with 8 seconds left and instead got try to get more yards. Only got 1 yard respectfully. It cost you the game. These mistakes are the reason you lost 4 Super Bowls in a row and why you won't win a Super Bowl this year. I can't wait for you to make videos during the playoffs titled "The Bills are about to destroy the Ravens or Chiefs." Then you'll be the one that loses, just like last week and the game versus the Jaguars. Don't get me started on Josh Allen. He literally ripped off someone's helmet because the Dolphins player touched his vagina. And after the game, this sorry excuse for a QB literally rested his head on Tua's shoulder while Tua patted him on the back. That was the most pathetic shit I've ever seen. And a grown ass mama's boy doing that after losing 1 game. Honestly, I lost respect for that little bitch. That bitch is a waste of sperm and the most trash QB in the league. And honestly, when he runs, it takes 2 to 3 guys to tackle him. That's because he's big. I'm happy Zach Wilson like QB. When he lost to the Buccaneers, he gave Tom Brady his respects and moved on to the next game. Josh Allen, on the other hand.
All right, Jimmy. All right, we had to mute you there. Dan, I'm gonna allow you to respond to that because
right,
that was
Jim.
directed at yours.
Jimmy boy. All right. For a second, I thought Richie misspoke and a Dolphins fan came in here. You know what? Solid take, except for everything you said was incorrect. I'm not going to judge Josh Allen off of 1 game. He's done a lot for this city. He's clutch when he needs to be. And, I mean, he had an off game, right? I mean, and if you think that pissed off Josh Allen is not about to go up and literally go on a damn run and have several other games where he absolutely dominates, you're completely out of your mind. And really at the end of the day, and so now you're coming up here hating on Josh Allen, but at the end of the day, if you were the GM of the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills offered to send you Josh Allen for Zach Wilson, you would take it every single day. And if you tell me no, you're an absolute liar.
Josh Allen, on the other hand, when he beats the Dolphins, he waves them goodbye. But when he loses 1 game, he slams his helmet on the ground and collides like a bitch into his arm while Tua, his new daddy, pats him.
Jimmy, I have a question, Jimmy. So
Jimmy,
you say you're a Jets fan? You're a Jets fan?
They had to cover the video camera. What a fucking psycho. This is... Dan Mitchell,
Jimmy,
ask yourself.
Jimmy.
I asked you a question. Are you a Jets fan?
Yes.
Why, when I went on Patreon, there was a Packer photo on your damn Patreon thing, bro?
I don't know, because remember when the Jets, Packers beat the Jets?
No,
I made a bet with a Packers fan, and I had to change my profile, my Gmail account for that.
Jimmy. Jimmy,
I'm literally telling you the truth.
Let's go, Jimmy! Let's go, Jimmy!
I made a bet with a Packers fan a few years ago, and I had to change my profile to that.
Hey,
always sounds like that.
Jimmy. Jimmy.
I don't care. This is my favorite Jets fan. My power went out for a little bit. I had to wait for the reboot, but I heard everything you said, Jimmy. Don't let them tell you nothing else. You was 100% correct.
Finish. Josh Allen, the Buffalo Bills are a disgrace to the National Football League and will never ever win a Super Bowl. Get that for your damn heads, Bills Mafia. You are never going to see a Lombardi ever in your lifetime. You will always be the AFC East bottom bitch, and you will always be remembered as a team that lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 fucking Super Bowls in a row. You're a disgrace.
All right, Jamie, we appreciate your call.
And so I really...
And
Richie,
great.
I love you, bro. And so Richie, I love you, but now I hope the Bills beat you 92-0.
All right, Jimmy, we appreciate you. That was a legendary call.
Jimmy, my guy, man. That's my guy, man.
I don't think I like Jimmy. All right.
I love.
That's one different type of Jets fan we got there. I like it. You know, we're out there, baby. We're out of there. Oh my gosh. Now, Dan.
Oh my
we're not all like that, you know, but there's some of us like that for sure.
You're right.
And TD,
there's
power's
TD
out again. Hopefully we get him back soon. All right, we're up to the next caller. Mo Srilla, what's up, bro?
What's up, man?
What's happening?
What's happening, man?
Well, I've been trying to get on, man, for every week, man. I've been trying to get on, man, be packed.
I'm happy you made it this time.
Man, but I'm on now. I could talk.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, so
the floor is yours.
I just got a problem with, you know what I'm saying, old Tyson over there. Tyson, are you a Patriot fan or are you really an undercover Buffalo Bills fan? Because you really be on Dan's and Buffalo Mafia dick.
Listen,
I
I asked you a question, right? So
then you sit on when you first get on, you want to sit in there. The Patriots are sorry. Who gives
you be
a
crying too if you know my situation. You've been crying for 22 years. I'm not allowed to cry.
I'm talking right now. You talk a whole lot of BS already. Let a real Dolphin fan get on and talk, man. Cause I don't want to hear that no more, man. You are the, like the homeboy say, you're the bottom bitch, not the Buffalo Bills. The Patriots are the bottom bitch, man. And then come the Jets, and then they come the Bills. But right now we on the Bills' ass like we did on Sunday. Sunday, man, they came out there. It's so hot. It's so hot. Please get some Gatorade. Please get some Gatorade. See, the Dolphins so hot. We beat the Buffalo Bills so bad. We got Ken Dorsey in there going crazy. He needs to go to he needs to go to attitude adjustment class or something. Cause
we didn't talk about that.
He went buck ass wild, man. That was really ridiculous, man. How he went crazy because y'all lost one game. Y'all lost one game. Yeah, y'all lost the game. But hey, y'all got a lot of more coming y'all way. But one time for the Dolphins, one time for TD, one time for Nicky Smokers going viral. You know what I'm saying? Who cares? Who cares if he bumped his OG, old queen? Well, hell he is. I'd have bumped his old ass too. Probably would have knocked him on the ground. You know what I'm saying? He come to our city, want to show off with this Buffalo Mafia mess. We don't play that in the 305, man. We real ruthless down here, man. We don't jump off tables like y'all crazy ass people do up there, but we real ruthless down here, though. Well, one time for the Dolphins. We gonna beat Cincinnati tomorrow. Joe Burrow's in trouble. Chase gonna get locked down. It's on. It's on. It's on.
Before you leave, I got one question. What is a dolphin?
What is a dolphin, man? We swim in the water, man, but we come out for air.
You know what a dolphin is?
I love this
real dolphin? A dolphin is a gay shark. That's all I have to say.
Yo, Mo, you're the man, dude.
Yo, we appreciate you. Hopefully, we see you again next week. That was a great
Hey,
call.
man, y'all take it easy, man. Y'all be good, man. Keep the good work up. I hope TD safe, man. I'm down here in Miami. We ain't get hit hard, but I hope everybody on the West Coast. Hope y'all safe, and we'll see y'all next week. Go Phillies.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we
Mo,
appreciate
you,
it,
man. He's the man.
That was great.
First off, like real small take about the whole Ken Dorsey thing. Real small take on the whole Ken Dorsey thing. And so I know the media and so opposing fan bases are like roasting, like, oh, like that's unprofessional. That's unprofessional. But let me tell you what, like from a player perspective, like me looking back, like back in like any type of like sports or anything along those lines, like if I saw a coach act like that, then like that's a guy that I'm going to fucking war with like every single day for like the rest of the time that I'm playing. Like, yes, the media's like, oh, that's not very professional the way that he acted that way, but like you want your coach to have that much passion, especially from a player perspective. So, like, I mean, I have no doubt, like, on the face of the planet that, like, the Bills offense respects him that much more. So,
yeah, man, that's passion right there. That's
passion.
That's what it shows.
Yeah, it's passion. I love it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Quick shout out to Jimmy, $10 donation. He says, bro, I'm not a Packers fan. You literally can't change the profile picture on mobile. It wasn't until I went on desktop when StreamYard wasn't working, so I found out how to change the profile picture pic.
I'm going to tell you something.
Oh, Jimmy.
Think about this, right? Think about the logic of this. Oh, let's make a bet. The loser has to change their Patreon profile photo. Who the heck? Get out of here, Jimmy.
Hey, man, this wasn't a super chat, but I got to bring it up. Richie, as a Dolphins fan, your team is one in the division I'm actually nervous about. Solid knows McDaniel's scheme, and it'll be a dogfight. We'll see you week 5. I appreciate the respect. All right, let's get into the next caller. And Tyson, this might be the first ever caller.
Hey, listen, I called out the Patriots fan base on my channel. I told them to get their ass over here and support. So I got to give a shout out. We have the first ever Patriots fan. Hopefully he's not in like some cave or something, hiding. Bring him on. I
like his name. His name is Patriots Media. What's up, bro?
What's up?
What's going on, bro? Shout out, bro. You the first Patriots fan on this motherfucker, bro. Thanks.
They're all hiding right now.
Oh, why you think I don't show my face, bro?
Be proud. We're 6-time champions.
I know, bro, but listen, man, that they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. And honestly, if the roles were reversed, I wouldn't want to hear it either. I want to live in the now. In the now, we suck.
I know we do suck.
I can think about those 6 championships before I die. You know what I mean?
Hey, like I tell everybody, we're set for life. Like the NFL is not set up, or it's set up to where you're only supposed to win the Super Bowl once every 32 years. If you do that math, 32 times 6 is like 221 years. So,
yeah. So what did you want to say, man? What did you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, what you got for us?
Well, TD's not here, so I was gonna ask him something, but we'll start with Dan here. I got a little joke for you. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Heads.
That's a good joke.
You're not gonna finish?
Heads who?
Heads or tails?
Dan's not having it.
Next caller.
All the callers are coming at Dan's neck.
Hey, that's what happens. Hey, that's what happens when you lose and you're the Paper Bowl champs.
The Paper Bowl champs. Damn.
Like Tyson
hey, bro. Patriots meter, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Like
you always hold a special place in my heart, bro, for being man enough to come on here, bro.
Like Tyson said a few years ago, Buffalo won their COVID Mickey Mouse banner.
Yeah, COVID Mickey. Yep, I remember.
Well, we appreciate you joining in and representing Pat's Nation. I love the name Patriots Media. Represent the gang.
I'll be back next week.
Hell yeah.
Okay, man.
Next week, man.
Appreciate it, bro.
We need a Patriots guy in this every week. So you're our
Took
Patriots
us 3
representative.
weeks.
All right, man. Shout out Patriots Media. Thank you for joining. All right, guys. We're going to be getting into the final callers here. If you guys are not already, make sure you hit that like button. How many are we at? Did we get 1,000 yet?
We did not. We're at 904. We're at 904. Let's get to 1,000 right before. We're going to bring in one last caller, and then we're going to wrap things up because TD's going through a hurricane right now. But, yeah, smash that like button, baby. We have 904 smash. Well, 907. Let's get it up to 1,000. Come on, let's do it right before we
hit
end.
that thumbs up button for your boy. So we got 2 more people in the chat in the waiting room ready to go. We're going to get through these quickly, and then TD is not be able to turn because of the hurricane, and we're going to wrap things up. We appreciate you guys as always. Another representative who's here every week. We got the man in the house.
What's up, man?
What's up, brother?
Okay, respect for coming back after that L.
Yeah. We all know what that was. That was basically last year's Patriots-Bills game in Buffalo where the weather kicked our ass. It happens. We'll see you later in Buffalo, and we'll see what happens, Dolphins fans. You know, talked to TD last week. I wish he was here. He was in Florida. Be safe. No hatred towards TD. Actually, just, the Dolphins. My mother's in Port Charlotte, so I know that's a pretty crazy situation.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, she's like right
Prayers up, man.
But
prayers up, man.
Yeah, it happens. There was no game this year I expected us to lose, but I knew we would lose something that we shouldn't have lost, and we lost something we shouldn't have lost. It happens. We'll see you in Buffalo, just like we saw the Patriots the second time last year, and we served them up something cold. It's gonna happen. We'll see you in Buffalo.
I agree with you, bro. I agree with you, TF Puerto Rican.
That freaking Puerto Rican.
My bad. Yeah. Anyway, I agree with you, bro. Like the way, because but here's the thing, right? Can y'all just not make excuses for the weather? I understand that it's kind of the same thing from last year.
No, they should have.
But I think it's completely two different teams, right? Because I think facing Miami with the weapons that they have is completely different than when you faced us the first time. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. What you're saying there too. We were out Micah Hyde and Poyer. We should have Poyer back next time. We had 2 rookies playing corner. Half of our defensive line was out. The weather had our backups going out. We had one play before the half where 6 of our dudes were getting water or the massage gun on their thighs. Half of our offensive line ended up going out in that game. One dude had a heat stroke in Spencer Brown. I'm not trying to blame the heat.
Diggs too, right? Didn't Diggs have cramps?
Yeah, Diggs had cramps. He had one. He had a decent day for a guy who's having heat cramps. Like I don't want to
You'll-
say that the weather's a safety hazard. It kind of is when you have guys out there in their dark jerseys on one side.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know, I can blame that, but no
That's
one
home field, bro. That's why you got to also say like if you were in that situation and you knew like the half of the field was shaded and one and a half was nothing but sun, you would obviously make it so your team would have an advantage. Like the Falcons pumped in fake crowd noise. The Colts used to do it with Peyton Manning pumping fake crowd noise. The Patriots had cameras. We used to hide bugs in the locker rooms, like, and you guys have the weather too. So you guys, when the game comes back to Buffalo, you guys will have that advantage. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like when people complain about the elements, because football needs to be played in the elements. You understand what I'm saying? And whatever advantage you have, use it.
I mean, look at the Patriots last year. In the wind, the Bills didn't really have faith in the pass because the wind was so fast. Josh showed he could throw in it, but we didn't go with it. Patriots won the game. That's just the way it goes. This game was the way it goes. The sun was out there. The Bills got their ass kicked in that regard when it came to the weather. They weren't unprepared. Part of the game. The Bills have shown they play well in the cold. We played in Buffalo in the cold last year. We played in Kansas City in the cold last year. Offense played well in both games. Defense not so good in the KC game because they were just loaded. They got to come to Buffalo. We held Tyreek Hill at 33 yards on 2 catches. So the big weapon that they got that was supposed to murder us didn't do jack shit. The other guy got a couple of lucky passes on 2 young safeties. We'll shore this up. We'll be okay. It's okay. You lose once in a while. Great. You're welcome, Dolphins. You won your Super Bowl in week 3. We'll see you later this year in December in Buffalo.
And I need to say this before we go. I don't want to ever hear a Bills fan talk about when you won your Super Bowl in week 3 when you don't have one. That is reserved for franchises that's actually won something. I've heard that a lot this week on Twitter from Bills fans. Congratulations, you won your Super Bowl. When you win a Super Bowl, then you can say you won your Super Bowl.
No.
Like we used to do. We used to say that to the Dolphins.
Can I say
this
that?
is a figure of speech because
Actually, you're allowed to say that, even though it was back in the Nixon administration.
It's a figure of speech. They haven't beat us in the last 3 years. Last year we shut them out 35-0. Like it's a figure of speech. It's not saying that they actually won a Super Bowl. This is their Super Bowl. We were their big bad wolf. You were ours. So when we lost to y'all in the playoffs, or when we beat y'all in the playoffs, that was your Super Bowl. I get it. Like you guys were a big bad wolves forever. We've been the Dolphins' big bad wolf. They had to come see us, or we went to them.
That used to be the Patriots came up with the term "you won your Super Bowl" in this week. Because whenever we would lose a shit game during the regular season, whatever team we faced, we'd always tell them that was your Super Bowl. But if you're a Bills fan, bro, you can't use that, bro. You can't use that. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I like y'all, man, but y'all can't use that.
There you go. You won your division championship yesterday. Congratulations.
That's better.
We appreciate the call, boys. And
hang on, one more thing. That Jets fan who came on earlier who was going crazy with that bullshit, he got 4 division championships in 50 years. Eat it. How about that?
Hey, Super Bowl chip. What do you guys got?
Yeah, when your grandfather was alive.
Yeah. So what? You got a ring, baby.
You know what? I will say this, Richie.
We still got a ring, though.
Important Super Bowl. The Jets
guarantee that dub. Who else got the ball?
Yeah,
to guarantee
because they were the first AFL team to win, so that's why that win was so important for the merger. But historically, the Jets do have the most important Super Bowl win out of all the Super Bowls.
I will give them that because the AFL was looked at as inferiors to the NFL at that point.
Yeah, that's why that was so
important. That was the big jump where the AFL has some dogs.
Shout out Broadway Joe.
After that,
hey man, if we're talking about history of the franchises, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, if we talking about like,
if we're talking about now, okay, no conversation. We get it, but we're on our way up.
Richie, just ring check them. Get one of those replica 1960 something rings, bro.
I got the Super Bowl banner, the only one we got. Well, we appreciate the call as always, my man. We'll see you next week as well.
Bye, bro. Love you guys.
Appreciate the sport, man.
Later,
Thank
bro.
you so much.
See ya.
All right, so we got the final caller here. We're gonna make this one quick because we got to get out of here. We're way overdue with the time, but this guy's been waiting for a little bit, so we're gonna get him in. First time he's joining the stream. Bad Rap Sample, what's up, my man?
Oh, what's up, guys? Man? What's good, fellas? I wasn't expecting to come on. You caught me off guard.
Who's your team?
My team is the Dolphins.
Oh,
okay.
No.
As you can clearly tell. Anyways, since this got to be quick, I just want to do a quick call out to Dan. I used to first of all, respect for the beginning. That shit was hilarious. But way back, you'd be talking, and I'd be like, okay, this guy, he's a even keel, level headed. But by the time you'd finish talking, TD would be like, I can't stand you, Dan. I was like, damn, TD, how come? and I finally understood it. That preview video you put out. So yeah, and so the Dolphins, they're doing pretty well. They beat the Ravens. Tua's looking good. Our secondary's banged up, so zeep zop zooba bop. Final score prediction: 35-10. Nah, you know what? 35-17. I was like, "Are you?" I sat here and watched.
You're like, "Fuck
video.
this guy."
I watched this whole ass video for this bum ass prediction. And one more thing, you can call out Christian Wilkins if you want for nut checking Allen, but I don't hear you calling out Allen for face banging Jalen Ramsey in Week 1.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Well, that was cool.
That was cool. It's cool. My quarterback bumped someone's face.
It's Jalen Ramsey.
It's my guy's like, okay, touche. Nah, man, listen. Honestly, it's a well-deserved win, but we'll see you in December, man. I'm looking forward to seeing what goes down with it.
Likewise, man. It's gonna be another brutal one.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me on. Good night.
Great call.
Yeah, man. We'll see you,
bro.
Great call. Great call.
All right, guys.
Damn,
that's gonna wrap it up, Dan. Wrap it up.
Yeah, most definitely, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to yet another edition of the AFC East Roundtable. Make sure that you tune in to our Friday panel. I'm not sure who's hosting. No, I'm not. So we'll figure that out.
Yeah, I'll be hosting. Oh God.
Right. Oh, cool. So it's got to be
AFC
Tyson's
East Talk with Tyson on Friday.
I'm gonna say this too.
Whatever show you want to do.
Yeah, I'll host. But before we log off, I think we need to say, man, we hope everybody in Florida, bro, y'all stay safe, man. I know a lot of Dolphins fans, Buccaneers fans are out there, bro. Like, y'all just stay safe, man. And we appreciate you watching. And I'm pretty sure some of you guys are watching with water up to your knees. We appreciate that too. Somebody said that in the chat. So I appreciate that, man. And we all appreciate your support here at the Roundtable, trying to grow. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to bring different personalities on from everybody from the AFC East. And we hope to continue to do this all season. And I will continue to drop my video. I appreciate all the love that my last video got. But Dolphins fans, you should know me by now. You know damn well that tide will turn. And when that tide turns, your ass is going to be on deck. And it'll be y'all, and then see how much you love me then. You can love me now, but I promise you this, there's an end game to this. So that's all I got to say, man.
End game. Beautiful. Richie, what you got, bro?
Yeah, guys, you know where to find me on Sunday. I will be live for the Steelers game if you want to watch the game with me. And a quick shout out to everybody showing all the support here on the AFC East Roundtable. We were well over 1,000 views at one point. Just consistently at 800 views. You guys are awesome. And I could not thank each and every one of you guys, whether you're supporting the Dolphins, the Bills, the Patriots, or the Jets, or even another NFL team. It doesn't really matter. We're all in this together. We're all just trying to give you guys the most entertaining NFL content possibly imagining. And without you guys, none of this is possible. We're in year number 3 with this crew, with Dan and Tyson and TD and myself, and I couldn't be more thankful to be part of this with you guys. So, it's really a fun ride, and, shout out to everybody in Florida that's being hit by the hurricane. I got family there as well, so hope you guys stay safe because that's some serious stuff right there. It's bigger than football, so hope you guys are doing well. Hope you guys can get through this. And good luck to the AFC East this weekend. I'm excited to be back live with you guys Wednesday night, celebrating a Jets dub and previewing the Jets and Dolphins in Week 5 for Jets Media Day.
And I personally, I need you Dolphins fans to make it through this hurricane because I want you to witness a 23rd season without winning a playoff game. I need you to be present. So I have selfish reasons as to why. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Justin with a $5 donation says, I'm currently in Florida and thank you for this. It helps take my mind off the hurricane. Shout out to Justin, man.
Justin, man. Stay safe, brother.
He's been giving us great donations all night long. So shout out to Justin. We appreciate the donations, man. Helps out the channel a lot. So thank you, bro.
All right, y'all. We'll see you next week.
Hit that like button on your way out. Let's get to 1,000. We got 933 likes. If you are leaving the stream and you did not hit that like button, smash that on the way out. Let's get this up to 1K. We appreciate you guys. And we'll see you Friday with Master at Work representing the squad. All right, guys. Peace out.
Peace out.